Hello, everybody, and welcome here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium in Thermopolis, Wyoming, here on the campus of Thermopolis Middle School. It's middle school girls basketball as the Thermopolis Bobcats host the Shoshoni Wranglers for the Bobcats' third home contest of the season. Thermopolis A team coming off of a win last night over Ten Sleep, a very close call. What wasn't a close call was the B game. The B and C teams will be looking to carry that momentum in from Ten Sleep last night into today's contest. Well, the Shoshoni Wranglers have had some success on the girls' sports front at the middle school level, with the volleyball team, I believe, placing second in the either first or second. No, I think it was second in the volleyball conference tournament up in Cali this past Basin this past October. So some of those same players, of course, it's two different sports, but those same players looking to carry that momentum in through the basketball season here as well. Bobcats currently sitting at a 2-game win streak over the Meeteetse Longhorns and the Ten Sleep Pioneers. The A team looking to continue that streak here. The Shoshone looked pretty tough in warm-ups as well. They should be a good contest for the Bobcats, but a much more confident and a better, more well-put-together Bobcat team than what we saw at the beginning of the season. These girls are going to be a lot more confident heading into this. We even saw a lot of the Bobcats chucking up threes during shoot-around this afternoon. So might be able to see a little bit more of that long ball. Hopefully they've been able to square up some of those shots. We know they probably haven't had any practice between the Ten Sleep game and now, unless they have morning practices. But of course, I'm not part of the organization. I wouldn't know one way or another. But first quarter getting ready to begin. Mabry Schwann and Elizabeth McFar. No, that is not the right one. Corbin Marshall will be the ones getting the tip-off, and we are underway from Thermopolis Middle School. Shoshone wins the tip-off. Thermopolis wins the tip-off. Shoshone with the steal. Coming back down the other way, down the right side. Shots up, and it's in. Avery Jarvis with the opening basket of the afternoon for the Wranglers. Savannah DeVries to the far side, looking to counter. We'll go to the left side. This one's tipped, and that one not quite. Oh, Warren on the shot. That one up no good. Tries to grab the rebound. They're going to call something down there on the Bobcats. It'll go back to the Wranglers. Hannah Bourne was trying to get a second shot up, and they whistled it dead. Here comes the 15 of Kaylee Martin, far side. Passes it left side, and a little bit of contact there. They're going to call a jump ball. Could have made a case for a defensive foul as well. 5:08 to go in the first. 2-0 Shoshone. They got a score with Avery Jarvis getting a coast-to-coast steal. Was able to bring it down. Had a lot of lead in front of her. Okay, so looks like it's going to be okay. So the coaches were kind of on the same page there in terms of the possession. They were saying that the Shoshone coach was arguing Shoshone tipped it, so it should be Bobcat ball. That's good sportsmanship there by the Wranglers coach. Through the middle now to Boren. A baseball pass to DeVries. She lets it go from mid. It's up, no good. Rebounded up the left side, no good. Third shot on its way, no good. They'll try for a fourth. Mabry Schwann underneath the basket. Shoshone on the rebound. They'll get it out from underneath. And that's going to go out of bounds toward the Shoshone bench, and they are going to keep the ball. It'll be Shoshone, or it'll be Lady Blue ball there on the far sideline. Passing it in will be Kaylee Martin, 8th grader. Tipped by Vargas. And just that far side of the floor has seen a lot of chaos down there so far through the first minute and 15 seconds of this game. Up to the far side, air onto the corner, bounce pass into the middle. Finds a little bit of open space, kicks it back out up top. She'll move right side with it now is Corbin Marshall. Shot up on the right side, up and no good. Rebounded by the Wranglers, kicks it out. This one up for three, and it's blocked. Shoshone able to maintain possession, and a push foul to go with it for the Bobcats. And good work by the Wrangler offense to keep things in a little bit more in control. Nothing in this game so far has been under control. It's been fun to watch, but very disorganized to start off the game. They're going to pass this one in under the basket with a hand in her face. Boren gets a hand on it. Shot is up from the left side, rattles up and in. Alyssa Brown on the score for the Wranglers. 4-0 here. Benefield passes it up to Peyton Vargas. She'll miss a shot up on the right side. Bobcats were getting a little bit more success on their layups during warm-ups, but kind of hope, and that's kind of been their biggest flaw this year, I feel like, has been finishing at the rim. We've said that multiple times. Hopefully the Bobcats, they did a little bit better last night against 10 Sleep, but still not quite where they need to be. They're going to need to make their shots here to get by this Shoshoni defense. Inbounding it here to Avery Jarvis. She'll give this one backdoor here to Kaylee Martin. Martin looking to the far side. Stops. She'll kick this one back out. Has to chase it out to the Bobcat head. She'll try to get to the wing, and big contact there as she runs into Ella Benefiel. And we got 2 Lady Blue coming into the game here. Checking into the Hardwood Hotel, number 13, Savannah Donaldson. Also coming in is Landry Lennon, one of them a 7th grader. Down to the far side, guarded by Schwann and Boren. It'll be enough for a call. This is going to give it to the Bobcats here. Sylvana DeVries is going to have to try to pass this one in through the press. Now here comes the 15 of Vargas. Tries to pass it up. It's volleyballed by Landry Lennon, and that's going to go out of bounds broadcast side. Bobcats will keep the possession here. They're going to have to find a way past this Shoshoni defense. They've been clamping down all day. Number 11 checking in, Krayley Williams. Saw her for the first time in a long while last night in 10 Sleep. Gives it in to Hannah Boren. They'll go backdoor to Benefiel. Benefiel with the shot up, and she'll get fouled, and the ball almost lands right there on her. Just to add to it there. A bit of an alarming statistic on the fouls part of the scoreboard. Bobcats have been charged with 4 team fouls already to start this opening period. Still not even halfway through the first here. Looking to give Shoshoni the bonus to start. Shot is up and it's no good for Benefiel. No subs here on these free throws. Benefiel's second shot is up and gets it to go, as the net will swallow it for the Bobcats' first points of the afternoon. Up past the timeline comes Savannah Donaldson. She'll drive right side. Donaldson looking to kick this one back and gives it there successfully to Kaylee Martin. Martin step back, takes the shot, no good. Landry Lennon was trying to grab the rebound. Hannah Boren will get it instead. And wide open there to Mabry Schwann. It's off her hand and out of bounds. It's going back to Shoshoni. And I feel like that could have been avoided if Schwann could have gotten her hands out just a little bit there. The pass was good, but just unfortunately, I don't think she was quite ready for it there. Donaldson moving, takes a running shot. It's up and no good. Schwann there, and she will get called for traveling. So Shoshoni will be able to stay in that end of the floor anyway. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, halfway through here in the first quarter of the A game. We got a B and C game coming up after this today. Checking into the game, Alyssa Brown. Also coming in is going to be the 12 of Corbin Marshall. Checks it in up to the right wing. Shot on its way for 3. Misses the basket. Rebounded by Krayley Williams. A little bit of a high dribble. She'll get it up past the timeline. Stops, kicks it back out. This is going to be taken away by Alyssa Brown. Shoshoni trying to get up past the timeline here. They'll get into position wide open on the left side. She'll have a shot up for 3. This one's up and no good. Shoshoni 0 for 2 on those 3-point attempts so far today. And a jump ball down there as Mabry Schwann tries to get it away from the 12 of Corbin Marshall. The 2 8th graders going at it there. Shoshoni with the inbound. They'll come in from the exit there. They'll pass it in from the left side. Driving up the left lane, kicks it out toward the free throw line. Couldn't get a hand on it in time. Hannah Boren doing a good job playing up there, but she needs to get there a little quicker. Around the back door to Kaylee Martin. Now a bounce pass into the paint. And Mabry Schwann's going to go for it. They will call a jump ball just as she rips it out there. They called those jump balls a little bit quickly as well. They usually don't give them much time to get a hand on it and rip it out. Mabry Schwann was able to get there before the whistle was even blown. Ella Benefiel picks it up, and she'll get called for the double dribble. This is going back to Shoshoni. Bobcats making a lot of dribbling mistakes here, a lot of traveling, and a lot of double dribbles here to start this opening quarter. They need to clean it up a little bit, maybe slow down their offense a little bit. Down the left side, picks up the dribble, kicks it out to the wing. She'll move right side up top. This is Alyssa Brown. She'll pass right side. Now gives up behind her to Corbin Marshall, and they're going to call a blocking foul on the Bobcats. This is going back up to the Wranglers. 1:52 still to play in the opening quarter. This should amount to the Bobcats' 5th foul of the quarter, which should put Shoshoni into the bonus here. Bounce pass inside mid-range. They closed that up pretty quickly. Shot on its way. Surprised it actually didn't blow a whistle there. Crayley Williams is going to get the rebound for the Bobcats. A little bit high of a dribble, but she'll switch to her right hand here. Coming down to the near side, backs up, gives it up behind her to Ella Benefiel. Benefiel waiting on the right wing, moves left side, tries to pass in, and that's going to go right back to the Lady Blue. Up to the right side, shot on its way, and a foul by Sylvana DeVries. That's going to give 2 free throws to Avery Jarvis. And so Jarvis going to head to the free throw line to shoot 2. This will be the Bobcats' 6th foul of the quarter. Not very often have we seen them commit this many fouls in a quarter. Last time I remember even seeing them in the bonus was last night. Even then, it took them from the Grable game, I believe, to get it back into that bonus. Shot is up off the front of the rim. No good. None of those shots will go for Shoshoni. It was rebounded by Avery Jarvis. She'll pass right side. Wide open. Shots up. Can't get it to go. Hannah Bourne on the rebound. Here comes Benefiel up past the timeline. Benefiel stops. She'll take the shot from the elbow. That one's up. No good. Had it a good shot there. I don't blame her for taking it. Do think that they probably could have let the play develop a little bit more there, but again, I don't fault her for taking that shot when she had the opportunity. She did make a three-pointer last night, put the Bobcats on the board against the Pioneers. They'll toss this one up to a wide-open Tinsley McConaughey. Now to the left side, wide open, shots up and it's in. Alyssa Brown with the basket. 6-1 into the final minute of the first. Far side to Ella Benefiel. She'll move right side, up top. Benefiel now left side. Crayley Williams. She'll move right, penetrates into the arc. Now underneath to Hannah Bourne. It's up and it's blocked. Shot on its way for Schwann. They'll call a foul on that one. 48.9 to go in the opening quarter. And Mabry Schwann will go to the line to shoot 2. Bobcats scored their first points of the day off of a free throw from Ella Benefiel. No subs yet. Shot is on its way for Schwann, up and no good. Got a couple of them to go last night against the Pioneers. Second shot on its way and is able to get it, and they might have an extra. Oh, no, they won't. I thought I saw a Shoshoni player jump there. Thought they were going to give the lane violation to the Lady Blue there, but the point will count for Mabry Schwann. Shoshoni will have a chance to get another basket before the end of the quarter. Now moving right side, here comes Alyssa Brown. Passes left side to Jarvis. Jarvis moving to her left. Kicks it out. Now up to the 15 of Kaylee Martin. Martin bounce pass right side. Here comes Marshall. This one's going to roll out of bounds. They will call, I believe they called a foul there against the Bobcats. I thought I saw them signal for a push there, and it is 7 fouls on the board now for the Bobcats. And that one's off of Benefiel. This is going to stay with McConaughey. She's going to try and get out of there in a jump ball. 17.9 to go. And they're retreating. It will be Bobcat ball. Shoshoni still playing a press. They got 3 men up behind the timeline. Benefiel looking to her far side. Gives up to Peyton Vargas. And they're going to call another traveling violation against the Bobcats. Bobcats need to slow it down a little bit and focus. Number 15 with the pass in here. Picks it up. Now bounce pass here to Jarvis. Up on the right side, up and no good. Might have been blocked there. Shot up from the left side, up no good. And not going to get another shot off in time. The buzzer will sound, and that will conclude the first quarter. The Thermopolis Bobcats trail to the Shoshoni Lady Blue 6-2. As Shoshoni coming up through the Boysen Reservoir, through the Wind River Canyon. Not a long journey by any stretch, but still on the road, never an easy task. 6-2, Shoshoni leads. We'll be back for the second quarter. You're watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. The future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. I'm talking back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium, home of the Bobcats. Thermopolis' first home game since the game against the Burlington Huskies. They were on the road the first 2 games of the season. As we get ready to start the second quarter, did I say first 2 games of the season? I meant to say the last 2 games. Anyway, second quarter getting ready to start here. Shoshoni up 6-2, and the Bobcats, a lot of their woes today haven't been on the offensive end of the glass. It's been on the defense. They haven't been on the defensive end of the glass. I am tripping over my words today. I'm still a little tired from the 10 sleep drive last night. But a lot of their woes have come offensively rather than defensively is what I'm trying to say. Defensively, they've been doing just fine. They've been holding Shoshoni pretty well. But Hannah Boren's shot is up, can't get it to go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Although it's not been really finishing, they haven't had opportunities to have trouble finishing at the rim as Benefield takes the shot there. Now Schwann goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Bobcats. But Thermopolis with a lot of turnovers here and a lot of violations as well. Traveling and double dribble have been common whistles today in this A game for the Bobcats. I think Shoshoni's only gotten caught a couple times with it. And to add to the Sunday there, it'll be a 5-second violation on the Bobcats. They'll pass this one in. Now up past the near side underneath the chin of the Bobcat. With it now is Avery Jarvis. She'll move left side, now stop. Bounce pass to the left side. Now here comes McConaughey. She's trying to get away from Ella Benefield, who's stuck to her like glue. And this one's tipped by Crayley Williams down the right side. Shot is up and rattles it in. Kaylee Martin on the 2-point field goal. And that's going to go out of bounds. It was tipped away. It got away from them there on that south baseline. And it's going to go right on back to the Wranglers. Again, turnovers. This kind of reminds me of how they had against the Whirlin team just a couple of weeks ago. This one tipped and brought away by Hannah Boren. Picks it up now, passes right to Benefield. It'll be picked up by Schwann as it goes through her hand. Now gives it up back to Benefield. Passes it right side here to Vargas. She'll try to put a shot up. That one's up and no good. Corbin Marshall on the rebound. Now here comes Mabry Schwann to the far side. That's going to go out of bounds. As Ella Benefield will get ready to pass it in for the Bobcats. Ella Benefield shot, a moving shot. It's up and almost got to go there. And that one's stolen away. Kaylee Martin now down the far side. A big pass down court. And they will stumble underneath the basket now to the right side. Passes it to the free throw line. Bounce pass left side. That one's up and no good. Bobcats should count their lucky stars there. That we saw a lot of those types of lapses against the Whirlin Braves as well. A couple times against Burlington, although not nearly as much. Bobcats need to be able to defend underneath the basket better. They're doing a really, really good job defending the mid-range and the three-point line, but they're not doing very well underneath the basket. Down to the near side. This one's tipped and stolen away. Now here comes McConaughey. The ball is loose again. Picked up. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Beautiful defense down there on the three-point line. It's, that's kind of been their biggest strength, I feel like, on defense. They're used to playing a little further up. They usually don't allow the offensive team to get to the basket very often. Kind of have to, they force them to go from outside the key a little bit. But Shoshone's not, they're not really standing for it there. They're really doing a good job breaking into the key. And Thermopolis, I feel like they just aren't prepared to defend that. They're used to making plays up front in front of the three-point line, but they got to be ready to make a play at the basket. That's going to be tossed into Avery Teeples and out of bounds. And I think they're also somewhat afraid of getting it tipped. I think I don't know what's going on with the passes today. I made a couple of hiccups against 10 Sleep that had me worried, but Williams now kicks it out to Sylvana DeVries, who is being harassed. And she'll try to get out of there. Ashley Clear will use her first timeout. And Thermopolis will have 4 remaining. And so we'll take a quick breather. We'll be right back from Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. Shoshoni on top, 8-2 here. You're watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. Mike talking back, Thermopolis Bobcats and the Shoshoni Wranglers on TBSN, the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. Middle school girls basketball brought to you by Kirby Consulting and Hot Springs Pharmacy. Near side now, here comes Vargas. She'll move up to the middle of the floor. Kicks it back out, another traveling violation. Just offense has got to slow it down a little bit. It's good to have some good tempo on offense, but there's just sometimes you push it a little too much and you create more turnovers than anything. And I don't know what's going on today, but they need to get things sorted out. Locker room's coming up in 4 minutes. Shots up, and it's no good. Rebounded there by Crayley Williams. DeVries right side to Williams. Now passes it up to Vargas. Moving down the right side. It's up in a traveling violation. This is going back to Shoshoni. Now checking in is Amelia Johnson, getting some of their younger players involved here, see if they can make a bit more of a difference. Now this game not anywhere close to out of control just yet, but the Bobcats need to patch it up now. Up top, trying to break into the elbow there, and a foul as Kaylin Cooper was down there with the ball. 3:39 to go. Again, some conversations are going to need to be had in the locker room at halftime here. Some big adjustments. Kaylee Martin getting ready to pass it in for Shoshoni. I believe Martin was one of the first, I think she was the first scorer for Shoshoni today. The ball is loose now into the paint, tied up at the end of the volleyball line there. Again, reinforcing what I said earlier, Bobcats have been doing a great job all season of defending outside the perimeter and even to an extent inside the volleyball lines. Just the two blocks underneath the basket have just been the big problem areas for them defensively. Noticed that a lot against the Braves and against the Huskies. Up right side onto the elbow, picks up the dribble, tries to swing out of it, almost got taken away by Amelia Johnson. Wide open from mid-range, it's up and it's no good. And on the inverse, Bobcats are kind of lucky there as well because Shoshoni's had a lot of struggles outside of the key today. They've done a very good job making their shots in the paint, but Amelia Johnson moving to the right side, now to Sylvana DeVries. DeVries now right side, finds an opening. Shot is on its way off the basket, no good. Gets the rebound, it's blocked. Kaylee Martin, a very good job picking it up there. They'll have a big pass. That's going to go out in front of her. I think that was Alyssa Brown that was trying to chase it down there for Shoshone. Cannot convince me she's a 7th grader because she is one of the tallest ones that Shoshone has out there. Again, what is with these small schools and having the height advantage? So this Wrangler team, definitely, it's not much of one, but it is a height advantage over the Bobcats. Now checking in is Ella Benefiel. Come back into the game. Coming out is going to be, I think, Mabry Schwann. Yes, it is. Passing it in to Amelia Johnson. Had a very good game against Tensleep, especially in the B game. Getting some of her earliest playing time here today. Now here comes Benefiel. Kicks it out. Teeples with the shot from mid. It's up. Almost got it to go. And Avery Teeples usually not afraid to take those shots from outside the key. She knows her range, and she's getting close, but just has to line it up a little bit there. Now down the right side, they'll try to blow by, and creating havoc for him down there on the right side. Now they'll kick it back out, spits it to Kaylee Martin. She'll try from beyond the arc and rims out on the 3. Very good shot there for Martin. It'll go out of bounds and back to the Bobcats. And I feel like Shoshone has been taking a couple of those shots today. They're not afraid to test the range a little bit. I do remember from last year, Shoshone's A team tried a couple of creative shots as well. And we had some success with them against the Bobcats. That was in Shoshone last year. Picks it up, Benefiel now to Estenson, as Benefiel will cough this one up to Alyssa Brown. They'll come back down the other end, bounce pass to Kaylee Martin. She'll move to her right, picks up the dribble, looking for an option. She'll give it up to Avery Jarvis. Jarvis guarded by Teeples, giving her a little bit of trouble down there. They'll pass left side, and she'll get a rushed shot off. That's up and no good. Avery Teeples trying to go for the rebound. They'll call for the jump ball. Very good work there by Landry Lennon to get in there, try to steal it away. Landry has quietly been one of those players that has been vital to the Wranglers on that side of the floor today. Don't think she has any points, but she has created a ton of opportunities today, and sometimes that's all that matters. Moving to her right is Benefiel, has it on the free throw line, steps back, pump fakes, gives it up now to the left side, shot on its way. It's up and no good. That was, I believe it was Estenson on the shot. Check that, it was actually Boren. And a whistle down there on the floor will give it back to Shoshone. Offensive foul for the Bobcats. Or I guess not. Far side here to Kaylin Cooper. Back turn to Amelia Johnson. She'll pass left side. 1:05 to play in the second. Spits it back out to the 5 of Kaylin Cooper. Cooper with the bounce pass. Now here comes Jarvis. Left side, shots up, can't get it to go. Mabry Schwann on the rebound. And Schwann trying to create space down the floor. Takes the layup. It's up and a foul. That'll be her second trip to free throw land today. Was able to get she was able to get her second free throw to go. Missed the first one. She's currently 1 for 2 on the day on free throws. Bobcats as a whole are shooting 50. 2 for 4 on the day. 1 by Benefiel, 1 by Schwann. So Schwann will try to add to the total a little bit here. Had some good success last night at the charity stripe against Tensleep. Shot on its way. Make that 2 for 3. As the Bobcats continue to score off free throws. That has been, frankly, their biggest bright side offensively this season, has been the fact that they have been able to draw those shooting fouls and be able to make the free throws that go with it. Shot is up, can't get it to go. She'll remain 50-50 at the line. 8-3 is your score here at the second quarter. Bobcats are doing a very good job defensively, though, holding Shoshone to 8. Right side, they'll give it back up to the elbow here. Jarvis with it. She'll try to get by. She has to deal with Boren and Johnson, and Boren will steal this one away. And now here comes Amelia Johnson, stolen back away. Tinsley McConaughey on the steal underneath the basket. And stolen right back away. Johnson looking to get rid of it. Gives it up to Ella Benefiel. I don't know if I agree with that call, frankly. She was up past the timeline, but the referees, I think they're probably just looking at the foot there. And you can also hear audible groans from the crowd here also to my left. Not happy there, but it will be Shoshone ball with 18 seconds to go. They'll toss this one up from the left side. Now here comes Alyssa Brown. Brown left side to Jarvis. And they're going to call the foul, shooting foul here. Shoshone will go to the line to shoot two. 11 seconds to go here in the opening half of this A game. Avery Jarvis will be shooting the two free throws here. Eighth grader's been to the line a couple times tonight. First shot is up and in. So Jarvis' shot will make this a 6-point game. Still extremely manageable for the Bobcats, but they have to find a way. They got no field goals in this game today. Jarvis' second shot is up. That'll crack the Wranglers into double digits. Benefiel up past the volleyball line now. She'll try a shot. It's up and it rims out. Schwann on the rebound. They're going to fight for it, and the buzzer goes off. And so that'll take us into the half as the Bobcats trail 10-3. A couple of free throw points off of Mabry Schwann is what's keeping the Bobcats on the board, but a lot of adjustments going to have to be made in that locker room. Bobcats have scored 3 points, but none of those were off of field goals. We're heading into halftime, and we'll be back in just a moment for more middle school girls basketball as the Bobcats trail 10-3 at the half. We'll be right back. You're watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats, here on the Voice of the Bobcats. I'd like to welcome you back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium, home of the Bobcats, here on the campus of Thermopolis Middle School. The Shoshoni Wranglers and the Bobcats, as the Bobcats trying to do a little bit better here on their third home game of the season. But Bobcats have had a lot more misfortune at home than they have fortune. They lost to Burlington. Beat Rocky, though, to their credit, but not looking very good unless some serious adjustments are made. And honestly, the Bobcats, I feel like, same issues we've had all season, right? Turnovers and just not able to finish their shots at the rim. And a lot of it is coming down to their tempo. It's not a lack of tempo. I think it's too much tempo. They're going too quickly to let the offense develop. They're not letting their people get open the way they need to. They're rushing their shots. They're rushing their passes. A lot of stuff is not going right, and it's because they're just going too quickly here. They need to slow it down a little bit, allow their teammates to get open. Also needs to be a little bit more motion as well from people that don't have the rock, right? They also have to do their part as well to get open. Third quarter starts here in Thermopolis. It's tipped and it's stolen away down the right side, and they'll keep it in bounds. It's picked up by Vargas on the near side. Clock still hasn't run, by the way. It's been stuck at 6 minutes for the better part of 15 seconds, and now they'll finally start it up again. Down the left side, it's going to be a loose ball. It's going to be a jump ball down there on the inside, and credit to the 23 of Alyssa Brown down there. She was the first one to initiate contact down there for Shoshoni. Inbounding will be Tinsley McConaughey. McConaughey to the left side. Shot is on its way and a foul. 2 shots coming up for the Wranglers. Bobcats also were in a little bit of foul trouble in that opening half. They exceeded the bonus count for the first quarter, as Jarvis will get ready for her shots. This one's up and gets to go. She's been very efficient at the charity stripe today for the Wranglers. Shot is on its way for Jarvis, up and no good. Rebounded by Mabry Schwann. Schwann down the near side, picks up the dribble, looks to pass far side to Benefiel. Benefiel looks to her left, picks up the dribble. Now here comes Vargas. Vargas to the left side, kicks it back out to Schwann, and it's going to be a tie-up for the ball down there as Jarvis able to pickpocket it. It's going to go back to the Bobcats, though. Benefiel getting called to the near side here for the inbound. Benefiel, baseball pass, down the right side, shots up, kick, get it to go. You couldn't have had any better of a setup there. Boren was down on the right side, shots up, and Shoshoni will do it instead. Kaylee Martin, baseball pass down to Hannah Boren, shots up, finally gets it to go. About time. Bobcats finally with their first field goal of the game. Going to the far side on the bounce pass, inside mid-range. Looking to go around the arc any way she can. And tries to give it into the 15 of Kaylee Martin. Peyton Vargas was down there to tie it up. They will call a jump ball, but I think it's staying right here with the Wranglers. Yes, it is. Tinsley McConaughey on the baseline. They'll pass this one in. Jarvis unable to get a handle on it. It'll stay with the Wranglers. And trying to make the play there was I think that was Crayley Williams down there that had the contact on it. On the baseline, they'll pass it in. Right side, we got a whistle. And they're going to call a timeout. I think this one was on. Yep, Shoshoni timeout. So we're going to take a quick breather, and we'll be right back from here inside of Thermopolis Middle School. Wranglers with 4 timeouts to go. 4:44 to go here in the third quarter. You're watching middle school girls basketball on TBSN. The future of the Bobcats here on the Voice of the Bobcats. Love to welcome you back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium, home of the Bobcats. Game brought to you by Kirby Consulting and Hot Springs Pharmacy, proud sponsors of middle school girls basketball on TBSN. Shoshoni ball, they call the timeout as they will look to inbound, and they'll get called for the 5-second violation. Good job on the Bobcat defense for closing any gaps there on the inbound. Ella Benefiel will pass it in. Clock starts at 4:43 here. We'll go to the far side to Ella Benefiel. Benefiel looking for an option here. She'll move left side, bounce pass. I think she was just trying to avoid the travel. And there will be a foul down there on the far sideline. We got one coming in for Shoshoni. Number 21, Landry Lennon coming in. From the far side, looking for an option, gives it in now to Martin. Kaylee Martin will get by the timeline. Down the left side, shot on its way, cannot get it to go. Rebounded and a foul as Jarvis tried to go for the shot, and she'll take her third trip to free throw land today. Jarvis on the free throw line. She made 1 of 2 on her last attempt. Shots up, can't get that one to go. She'll have another one. Checking in for the Bobcats is Avery Teeple. She'll come on for Hannah Boren. Shot on its way. Jarvis gets it to go. 9-point game for the Wranglers here. Ella Benefiel up past the timeline. Passes far side to a wide open Peyton Vargas. Gets through one defender, can't finish. Ella Benefiel from beyond. Oh, that's going to be up no good. Teeples almost had a rebound there as Mabry Schwann with the pickpocket. And I think they said white ball as well down on the near side. So Benefiel will have an inbound. Can the Bobcats turn this into momentum? Teeples bounce pass to Benefiel on the elbow. Kicks it out to Crayley Williams. And pickpocketed. This one's going back off of Kaylee Martin. Ooh, dribbles in behind. Kicks it back up top. Driving through the middle. Shots up. Can't get it to go. And now Mabry Schwann on the takeaway. Gets by Jarvis, who was trying to draw the charge. Takes the shot from the mid-range. It's up and it's no good. Also a traveling violation. It's just been a constant thing here for the Bobcats. Just the traveling is just something. They had a couple of calls like that against Tensleep as well. Down the near side, Crayley Williams takes a tumble as Tinsley McConaughey had the chase after the ball. Shoshone still able to keep it in, but that one's going to be taken away. Ella Benefiel down the middle. Benefiel passes right side, and Benefiel unfortunately has been just not able to get her passes on point here. This one rolling in behind the back, and they will call the backcourt violation on the Wranglers. Tinsley McConaughey and Landry Lennon were trying to chase it down for the Lady Blue. It'll go back to the Bobcats. 3:04 to go in the third here in the A game. Benefiel, baseball pass inside there to Mabry Schwann. She'll kick this one back out to Benefiel up on the top of the volleyball line. Benefiel getting into Teeples. That one's up, no good. Shot up again on the right side, up and no good. And they're going to fight for it down there. Another shot up on the right side. And they will call a jump ball underneath the basket. It will stay with the Bobcats. Ella Benefiel will pass this one in. 2:47 to play in the third. Bounce pass in, intended for Vargas down there, but it will go back to Shoshoni, but also the call on the floor will reset them onto the baseline. Bobcats getting ready down on the other end of the floor. And they will call the 5-second violation. Credit to the Bobcat defense. That's the second time that Shoshoni has been called for that. In this quarter alone, by the way. Bobcats just closing up any gap that they could find down there. To be a pass to Vargas, a bit too strong of a pass there for Teeples. Gives it back up to Avery underneath the basket. That one's up no good. Rebounded by Benefiel. Puts it up quickly. That one's up no good. Schwann on the rebound. Gets it away. Shots up and a foul. Good job by Schwann getting her arm in the right spot to draw the foul. Not sure if I would have taken that shot, but Schwann was able to draw the foul. That will bring 2 free throws up for the Bobcats, and Mabry has done really well. I think she's got 3 made free throws on the day out of, I want to say 6 attempts. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Schwann with her second free throw coming up. Up and can't get any of them to go. That one's going to be swatted out. And this is going to go right on back to Shoshoni. Bobcats setting up again on the deep end of the floor. Here comes Kaylee Martin. Now to the near side, it's Jarvis. Jarvis crossing middle. Down the middle of the floor, it's up and a foul. Avery Jarvis has just done a fantastic job drawing fouls today. By my count, this will be her 4th trip to the line here today. First shot coming up. No subs here by either side. And Jarvis will get it to go. And Shoshoni has increased their lead. It is a double-digit lead for the Wranglers here. Shot on its way and in. Swish. Jarvis buries both her shots. And we'll see her again in Burlington in a couple of weeks as well. Bounce pass into the middle of the floor. Shot is up for Schwann. Up and in. And draws the foul to go with it. And still have another one coming up. Schwann's got a couple of baskets tonight. Can I say tonight? Yeah, I can. It's 5:05, so the sun's probably set by now. Oh. Peyton Vargas coming out of the game here. Checking in, I believe Amelia Johnson did. Shot on its way. It's up and gets it to go. Converts it. Bobcats not too late to use this as momentum here. We saw against Burlington that they can mount comebacks. But they still got a lot of time to play with. There's a regulation high school quarter to go in this game, but it's got to be clean on offense here. Gives it in underneath the basket. Ball is loose, picked up by Teeples. And also, the scoreboard doesn't really tell the full story. Bobcats have done well on defense. Again, offensively is where, Johnson finding a hole down the left side. That's going to be passed over to Avery Teeples. Shot is up, can't get it to go. And a jump ball as Mabry Schwann was trying to get in there and get the ball back for the Bobcats, but Shoshoni will be back on the offensive end of the floor. 1:40 to go. Up past the timeline. Moving to the right side is Jarvis. Crosses over to her left. Great screen there by McConaughey. Left side, this one's tipped and stolen away. Amelia Johnson down the far side, pushes it to Teeples. They're going to call her out on the far side. Shoshoni will get it back toward the scores table. We've got a couple checking in. Corbin Marshall, we know, is getting ready to come in. So Marshall will come in for Alyssa Brown. So actually it looks like Bobcats are going to get the possession here. Mabry Schwann will be back to receive the inbound. We assume she's probably going to give it back to Benefiel afterward. Yep, that's exactly what they do. Up past the timeline. Bounce pass to Schwann. Schwann looking, has a lane to the basket. It's up, no good. Grabs her own rebound, fights through traffic, and draws a foul. A fantastic job drawing the foul for 2 more shots. Was able to convert her and one on her last trip to free throw land. 8-point game here. Lines up her opening shot. It's up and it's in. About as perfect of a shot as you can get. No backboard, no rim, nothing but net. Second shot up, rims out. Kaylee Martin on the defensive rebound for Shoshoni. Near side, guarded by Benefiel, evades the screen. That's going to go out of bounds off the 12 of Corbin Marshall. They'll pass it into Ella Benefiel. The inbounder was Crayley Williams. On the ear of the Bobcat, stops, takes the shot, has some arc to it. It's up and it's no good. Schwann tries to keep it in. She missed a couple of times on the save attempt there. 1 minute with no change to spare to go in the third. That means 7 minutes to go in the game as a whole. Moving to the right side is Kaylee Martin. Moves inside the paint. Shots up, can't get it to go. Shoshoni on the offensive rebound. Now Jarvis. Crayley Williams trying to rip it away. It's going to be tied up down there on the near side. Crayley Williams and Amelia Johnson were hounding. I forgot if it was Martin or Jarvis that was down there for Shoshoni. Either way, getting aggressive on defense. That's kind of how you have to play. Just try and prevent as many points as you can. Prevent as many rebounds as you can. Amelia Johnson moving left side. Gives it up back to Crayley Williams. Williams left side now to Benefiel. Benefiel moving right onto the elbow. Takes the shot. It's up. Can't get it to go. Teeples keeping it in. Ooh, Mabry Schwann tried to go for the shot. And now here comes Williams resetting the offense for the Bobcats. Moving left side over the head of Benefiel. This is going to go back to the Wranglers. 13 7/10 to play. Game still not anywhere close to over for the Bobcats here. Kaylee Martin up past the timeline. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bounce pass inside, and Happy New Year. That's the end of the third quarter as Shoshoni extends their lead to 16-9. They, I think, have put up 5 points in this third quarter, but we're going to head to the fourth here. A-game action about ready to conclude, but there's still 6 more minutes to play. We'll be right back from Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium here in Thermopolis. Talking back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium here on the campus of Thermopolis Middle School. Middle school girls basketball here on TBSN, brought to you by Kirby Consulting, serving the Rockies and Western Plains since 2014. Kirby Consulting is your elite oil field professionals and a proud sponsor of middle school girls basketball on TBSN. 6 minutes to play in this quarter, and again, they have not started the clock. Now here they go again. Up to the right side. Trying to go onto the baseline. Steps out, and that's going back to the Bobcats. Corbin Marshall had control of it there as the whistle blew. 5:51 to go. Benefiel up past the timeline. Far side here to Savannah DeVries. She'll move left side, picks it up. Underneath to Boren. Boren kicks it out to Benefiel, tries it for a mid-range. That one's off, no good. Jarvis on the defensive rebound for Shoshoni. Kaylee Martin with it up past the timeline, switches her hands, now moves right side, finds a lane to the basket. It's up and it rims out. Kaylee Martin with a heck of a shot. Hannah Bourne on the far sideline. It's tipped out and out of bounds. Should have found a way to give it up to Benefiel there. She was in a 2-on-1 situation. Jarvis and Martin were giving her nowhere to go on that play. That's a testament to how Jarvis has been playing today as a whole. That one's tipped. Benefiel gets the ball. Coming down the middle of the floor, now gives it up to Peyton Vargas. I think they need to be a little bit, they need to put a little bit less power on their passes as well. They're passing it a little too hard on the chest passes. Their teammates not able to get a hold of it. I understand they're trying to get by the defender, but you know, where is he? Oh, that one's tipped, stolen away down the right side. Vargas with the layup. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Kaylee Martin. Tries a baseball pass down to the other end of the floor, intended for Corbin Marshall, and it's going back to the Bobcats. Hannah Bourne going to pass this one in. Checks it into Ella Benefiel. Up past the timeline, going to the near side. Vargas lines up the three. It's up, and it misses the basket. Bourne trying to keep it in. It's off the, oh, man. Off the 12 and rebounded by Alyssa Brown, and they're going to call her with a double dribble on the near side. Bobcats are putting Shoshoni right where they need to. The defense has done their job all game. 16 points is not a bad place to be. I think this is about what the A-team scored last season, actually, in Shoshoni. Might have actually been a little bit more than that. Near side, Benefiel, shots up, and it's no good. By the way, A-team for Shoshoni, by the way. Vargas looking to pass left side to Benefiel. Moving right side, Benefiel breaks into the paint, and it's going to be a loose ball. Corbin Marshall lands on it. Jump ball is called, and it'll go back to the Bobcats. 4.5 to play in the fourth quarter here in the A game. Don't forget B game coming up right after this on TBSN. We'll be here for the B and youth games. Right side, shots up, and it's no good. Keeping it in. That's going to be on the line and out of bounds. And Jarvis trying to console Peyton Vargas there. Jarvis to the far side. Up past the timeline. Jarvis passes it right side. Now here comes Marshall. This one's stolen away. Boren trying to come down the other end of the floor. Boren picks up the dribble. Now gives it up back. Right side now to Savannah DeVries. Stops mid-range. Chucks up the shot. It's up no good. Rebounded there by Kaylee Martin. Now through the middle of the floor. Jarvis, right side. Shots up, can't get it to go. They're going to try and rip this one away. Off the side of the basket, no good. Shot on its way. I believe that's Martin up and no good. Rebounded there by Marshall. Trying to bring it down the other end of the floor. Jarvis at the free throw line. Now right side. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Savannah DeVries. Trying to get away from it in a foul. And believe it's going to be on the Wranglers. By the way, that is going to be the first foul of the period for any team here. Bobcats have cleaned it up as the game has progressed. They've held Shoshoni at bay for the most part. They're no longer, they haven't been double digits in a while. Shoshoni, remember, got as much as a 10-point lead over the Bobcats earlier. Ella Benefiel tries to chase it out near side, and it's out of bounds. Inbound coming up for Tinsley McConaughey. Shoshoni now inside their offensive end of the floor. They're going to try and toss this up past the timeline legally here. Middle of the floor is Kaylee Martin. She'll try and give it underneath to McConaughey, and Bourne on another steal. Bourne through the middle of the floor, down to left side. Shots up, and it's blocked. And it's going to be given back up to the 15 of Martin. It was tipped by a Wrangler, then it hit the bottom of the basket. That's why I said blocked. It's up, and it's in from the left side. Shoshoni getting another point here to make it a 9-point game, and another in a steal on the inbound down the left side. It's up, and it's going to rattle in. Just 4 points in like 5 seconds there for the Wranglers, and Bobcats will use their second timeout of the evening. And we will be right back. 3 minutes to go here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. Shoshoni trying to walk out of here with an 8-team win to kickstart this evening here for middle school girls basketball. We'll be right back in just a minute from Thermopolis Middle School. It's girls basketball on TBSN. Mike's welcome you back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium, home of the Bobcats. Shoshoni Wranglers and Thermopolis Bobcats on TBSN, brought to you by Kirby Consulting and Hot Springs Pharmacy. So the Shoshoni Wranglers up 20-9. And doesn't seem like they're planning on letting it stop anytime soon. 2:54 to go in the game. This one's tipped by McConaughey and out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bobcats. They'll have another opportunity. They got to find a way by Shoshoni's press here. They got all but one playing up on the backcourt here. Ella Benefiel will pass this one in. Bounce pass inside, stolen away. Picks it up, passes to the left side. Jarvis takes the shot. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Hannah Boren. Ella Benefiel near side. And that one's going to go back up. Jarvis is going to get rid of it. She was there on the steal. Near side, here comes Kaylee Martin, and now to the 21. Shots up, no good. Rebound. That one's up. That one's in. Alyssa Brown on the score for Shoshoni. Benefiel, far side. Coming through across the floor, Mabry Schwann near side now to DeVries. DeVries looking for an open man, gives it up to Benefiel. Pump fake, moves left side, now to DeVries. Moving right side, up top to Mabry Schwann. Shot is up and it's going to rim out. Schwann on the offensive rebound. Tries to move down left side. She's going to try for two. It's up and a foul. (22-9). Schwann trying to get the Bobcats into double digits. This one's up and swish. Bobcats into double digits. We got some subs coming on for the Wranglers. 30, 12, and one other. 30, 12, and 5. So that is Bristol Thompson for her first minutes. Corbin Marshall and Kaylin Cooper re-entering the game for Shoshoni. Shot is up for Schwann, up and in. Ooh, so it looks like Shoshoni might have crossed the line on the inbound there. So that's going to send it back to the Bobcats here. Bobcats with 1:47 to play. Don't know if it's, I think it might be too little too late to try and mount a comeback, but they can at least get some points on the board. Vargas down the right side, shots up, kick, and it's go. That was up. That was no good for Boren. She's trying to fight for the offensive rebound, and she'll get it. She'll get rid of it to the near side. Well, she'll get rid of it all right. That's going back to Shoshoni. 22-11. Good try, though, to get ready for the, oh, good Lord. Forgot about it. And now Jarvis picks up the dribble. Now right side to the 12 of Corbin Marshall. Marshall one-on-one with Schwann. 1:21 to go. We'll have your player of the game once this simmers down. Jarvis moving right side. And she'll try to swing away from it here. Vargas getting in there trying to get the steal. It's going to be another jump ball. 1:10 to go. Time to deliver your Two Basins Sports Network player of the game. We're going to give it to Avery Jarvis of the Shoshoni Wranglers. Honorable mentions today for the Wranglers include Kaylee Martin, as well as Corbin Marshall. Honorable mentions for the Bobcats today include Ella Benefiel, Mabry Schwann, and Hannah Boren. Down the right side, 1 minute to go in the A game. B game coming up after this. Bounce pass to the right side, it's up and a foul. 55 and 6/10 to play. And look who it is at the free throw line again, Avery Jarvis. Her 5th trip to the line. Shots up and it's in. Got one checking in for the Bobcats. Ella Benefiel coming in for Sylvana DeVries. Jarvis' second shot is up and it's going to rattle in. 24-11. Also, Hater Chris, I see you in the chat. Please do not sexually harass our officials. That'd be great. Please be respectful. Ella Benefiel on the baseline here. Ooh. They'll get ready to pass it in, ripping it away. It's Schwann down the right side, up and no good. Rebounded by Boren, it's up and a foul. A good fight on the left side there, but that will be 2 free throws coming up for Hannah Boren. 39.6 to go. Shot is up and it's no good. Don't forget, B game coming up right after this. B and C teams trying to carry that momentum over from the Matitsi. Well, I guess C team didn't really play the past couple of games. B team for sure trying to carry over that momentum that they saw against the Longhorns and the Pioneers. Trying to rebound after a, frankly, monstrous loss to Burlington last Thursday. Shots up and it's no good. 39 seconds to play in this A game. Down the right side, it is Corbin Marshall into the corner to Tinsley McConaughey, the 7th grader. That is going to go back to the Bobcats, 31.2. Again, our player of the game today is Avery Jarvis, the 8th grader for Shoshoni. Hannah Boren gives it inside to Mabry Schwann on the free throw line. Finds a hole. That one's up on the right side. No good. Boren up and a foul. 2 shots coming up. Hannah Boren again going to the line. 22 seconds to go with no change to spare. There's also going to be Shoshoni's, I believe, their 5th foul of the quarter. Nope, they're going to leave it at 4. Shot is up. Cha-ching! Banks it in on the free throw. Makes it a 12-point game. 3 coming in for Shoshoni, 23, 15, and 21. That is Alyssa Brown, Kaylee Martin, and Landry Lennon, 2 7th graders and 1 8th grader. Jarvis, Marshall, and Martin coming off the floor. Shot is up, and the royal flush for the basket. Bobcats playing press in the backcourt there. Benefiel tips it away. They're going to get it into the corner. And it's going to go back to Thermopolis. They're going to try and get a couple more points before this game is done. But a lot of things are going to need to be worked on. They don't have any more games until, I think, next week. So they have a lot of stuff to work on in practice. Down the left side. Shots up and it's in. Cha-ching. Peyton Vargas for 2. And timeout Shoshoni. Don't understand why Shoshoni's calling a timeout up by 9 with like 9 seconds to go, but that's okay. Wranglers and Bobcats with 3 timeouts apiece. We'll be right back in just a moment. Wranglers lead here in the A game, 24-15. Like to welcome you back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. It is a Wrangler timeout. 15-24, Bobcats trail. B game coming up right after this here on TBSN. The best 7th grade talent that the Bobcats have to offer. A couple of 8th graders that also didn't get a chance to play here as well will also get a chance in the B game. Picked up there on the near side. 5, 4, and a whistle. It will stop at 3.7. 24-15. And feeds it into 1, and again, out of bounds, and they'll just let the clock go. That is going to conclude the A game here in Thermopolis. B and C games coming up right after this. And we hope you'll join us. But if you're only here for the A game, we thank you for stopping by anyway. For the rest of you, do not go anywhere. B game coming up right after this here in about 6 minutes or so. Final score of the A game, the Shoshoni Wranglers 24, Thermopolis Bobcats 15. We'll be back in about 5 minutes for the start of B team action here on TBSN, the future of the Bobcats on the Voice of the Bobcats. I'd like to talk you back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium, home of the Bobcats, here on the campus of Thermopolis Middle School. Before we get started, we've been told to say hello to Alex Brown, a 2025 Shoshoni High School graduate, currently watching from Pennsylvania, of all places. We were told that he's watching the stream here, so hello, welcome in. We are glad that you're tuned in. Alyssa had a fantastic game, so big game getting ready to start here from Thermopolis. Almost said Shoshoni. We will be in Shoshoni, though, in a couple of weeks. We were supposed to go to Shoshoni in 2 days for middle school girls basketball against Grable, but it seems like that's been just completely nuked off of the schedule. So we will be broadcasting 2 games on behalf of Shoshoni, though. We'll be up in Burlington on November 17th, and then November 18th we'll be in Shoshoni for the Wranglers games at Burlington and versus Ten Sleep. So we'll be pestering the residents of Fremont County just a little bit over the course of the next couple of weeks. We'll also be in Burlington 3 times this year. We're going to Burlington on Friday, whenever November 8th is. Bright and early at 10 a.m. We'll be in Burlington on behalf of the Meeteetse Longhorns for Meeteetse versus Burlington. And then we have to be right back here on the 14th. That is in 10 days. Good Lord, Bobcats will be off for 10 days. They'll play the Riverside Rebels on November 14th here in Thermopolis. Last year they were in Basin for that game. Over 25. Okay. Yeah. So over-under in the chat seems to be 25. So we'll see. 6 on the board here, and we're underway. Bobcats win the tip. And it's going to go right on back. And they accidentally activated the shot clock. By the way, shot clock is not going to be in effect officially in the state of Wyoming until 2026. So they've been installing shot clocks all across the state in preparation for that. Thermopolis High School just got their shot clock as well. Haven't seen that in action yet. That one's stolen away on the far side there by the 24 of Lily Estenson. Up past the timeline, now right side. Here comes the 3 of Reagan Schaefer. Had a great game against Ten Sleep last night. And we might see the shot clock expire here. Ball is loose down the left side. And the shot clock has caused a ton of confusion, it looks like. Shoshoni stopped their thing. And again, that rule is not going to be in effect until the 2026-2027 season. I don't even know if it's going to be for the middle school because they play JV games here at the middle school. Shots up on the right side. It's up and it's no good. But, yeah, they installed that shot clock, and I guess now I know for certain that extra horn is, in fact, the shot clock making that noise. I don't like it. I hate that sound. I like the original Dektronics buzzer, but passing it in from on the inbound on the near side of the floor, back turned. It'll be a successful pass in one way or another to the 5 of Kaylin Cooper. Played a lot in that A game. She's also in the B game. We were told by the Shoshoni head coach that there should not be any conflict with the numbers on the rosters. So hopefully that's the case here. We were made aware of a jersey number change. Camden Martin was originally listed as number 3. She is number 33 in this game. Kaylin Cooper with it on the far side, guarded by Avery Teeples, who got a ton of playing time in that A game. Down the right side, picks up the dribble. And they're going to try and rip it away. Lily Estenson, the 8th grader, getting extremely aggressive down there. Or sorry, check that. Not 8th grader. Oh, yeah, she is. She's an 8th grader. Sorry about that. But getting very aggressive down there, trying to rip it away. Bobcats up the timeline. Now here comes Annabelle Wire. Takes the shot from the left side. Cha-ching! Annabelle Wire with the opening points here in Thermopolis. She's been struggling to get field goals all season. She came super close many times in Ten Sleep last night. Finally gets it to go. And Avery Teeples with a block. That's going to go up past the plane of the baseline. It will stay with the Wranglers. Checking in for the Lady Blue, number 22. That is Faith Edwards, a 7th grader. Should also mention there is a healthy mix of 7th and 6th graders on the roster. And Shoshoni, it's a bit of a culture shock because the Wranglers, their C team, which is playing up after this, they don't call it their C team. They call it their youth team, their youth A team. And this one's stolen away by Amelia Johnson, the 7th grader down the near side. Pass over to Laura Teeples. Shots up, kick, get it to go. Loose ball and a foul down on the floor. They're going to whistle it down near the baseline. It's probably going to go back to, it's an offensive foul on the Bobcats. It's going back to Shoshoni. Very good setup though for the play there. On the volleyball line, moving right side. This is Kaylin Cooper, staying a little bit high. Usually we'll see people duck down and get a little bit low. Oh, well, there we go, right there. Although not by her choice. Trying to stay low with Teeples. Down the right side onto the baseline. Ball is loose. Estenson fighting for it. It's going to be a jump ball down on the floor. Good job tipping it to begin with, but Kaylin Cooper and Lillian Estenson will be down there trying to fight for the ball. Shoshoni will maintain possession. Bounce pass up to the wing. Left side. Now up top, trying to break into the arc. The ball a little bit loose. Gets away from her just a little bit, but she'll pick it up in the corner. Being harassed by Annabelle Wire and out of bounds. And Annabelle is one of the most vocal down there on the floor on the defensive end of the ball. It's probably no wonder why she leads this B team in steals, because all she really has to do is scream in their face, and then that'll give them nightmares for the rest of the season. Near side, here comes Reagan Schaefer. I don't know, but if I was down on the floor, by the way, traveling violation on Reagan Schaefer. If I was down there on the floor, if I'm wearing a different color jersey and I see her in my face, I'd be scared too. I've seen her face a couple of times on the defensive end, and she does look pretty scary when she's locked in. Far side, here comes the 22 of Faith Edwards, and she's in a pickle. Annabelle Wire down the far side, has a lane to the basket. Picks it up, kicks it out to Amelia Johnson. It's up, and it's no good. Rebounded, here comes the 33 again. Or no, this is the 30 of Bristol Thompson. This one's stolen away down the far side. That's another one by Annabelle Wire. Gets it by Lillian Estenson. And stepped out of bounds on the near side. Good try, though, by Emma Abbott, the 7th grader. 2:31 to play in the first. Wow, 2:31. This has gone by a little quickly compared to the first quarter of the A game. Although, to be fair, there were a ton of fouls in that first quarter. Inbounds it to Amelia Johnson. Back turned here to the 5 of Kaylin Cooper. Johnson moves up to the far side, picks up the dribble, tipped. Johnson will maintain possession. Gives it on back to Annabelle Wire through the middle of the floor. Wire shot is up, can't get it to go. Down to the right side, Lillian Estenson on the shot. That one up no good. Teeples on the rebound. That one's up no good. And trying to rip it away, it's Reagan Schaefer. Jump ball. This one's going back. And Shoshoni holds on. Bobcats still lead. It is a soccer score here, 2-0. Somebody from Shoshoni just gave me a really weird look. Near side, here comes the 22 of Faith Edwards, and again, a traveling violation. 1:54 to play in the opening quarter. We got a bunch of subs coming onto the floor. Emily O'Rourke, Hallen Bowker. Another one is Jenny Daramidi. Had a fantastic game last night in 10 sleep. When does she never? Also had double-digit points against Matiti. Yeah, feeds it into, good Lord, I am so sorry. Feeds it into McKenna Mackey. Sorry, not McKay, Mackey. Near side to Hallen Bowker, and the ball touches the line there. That's going to go out of bounds. This is going to go back to Shoshoni. Clock stopped at 1:42. 2 fouls apiece for the Bobcats. Their last foul was committed by the 25 of Avery Teeples. By the way, they did not use the foul thing, like the fight for the ball 2-on-2 down there. 22-25 fighting there. Faith Edwards and Natalie McFarland were trying to get that one away from Hallen Bowker, and I believe Emily O'Rourke was down there. By the way, Jesse Moore is into the game for the Bobcats. Checking in, here comes Mackey. Up past the scruff of the Bobcats' neck here. Spins, tries to get away from it, now to the near side. Hallen Bowker with it. Trying to reach in for it, and it's going to be a jump ball. Bowker tied up down there with Kaylin Cooper. And Shoshoni is going to line up on the near sideline, try to pass this one in. Bristol Thompson, like we said, I think we saw her a little bit in that opening game, but that was close to the end of the game by the time Shoshoni was up by about 10. Moving to the right side, picks up the dribble, now underneath the basket, right side, shots up. O'Rourke with heavy pressure down there. Beautiful job underneath the basket. You know, we were talking that last game. Oh, that one's tipped and stolen away from Mackey down the far side. Number 5, it's up and it's no good. Out of bounds. This is going to go back to the Bobcats. Good shot, though, by Kaylin Cooper. Better defense, though, by the Bobcats. We were just, as I'm about ready to say, it's night and day underneath the basket compared to the A and the B teams. A team, not so great when it comes to defending underneath the basket. B team doing a much better job, in my opinion. Near side to Bowker. Down the right side. Shots up. Lets it fly. It's up, no good. Emily O'Rourke almost had the rebound there, but here comes, I want to say this is Camden Martin. No, it is not. It is Bristol Thompson down the far side. This one's tipped and given back to Kaylin Cooper. She'll move left side. 30 seconds to play in the first. Down the left side of the floor. Shot is up and gets it to go. And Cooper will tie it up at 2. Up past the timeline. Here comes Mackey. Picks up the dribble. Pivots. Looking near side of the volleyball line. Now gives up to Jenny Deramiti. Deramiti on the shot from the elbow. It's up and it's no good. Bowker chasing it down. Kaylin Cooper on the rebound. Down the left side. Mackey there to harass her. She gives it back up to the 22 of Faith Edwards. Shot is up, no good. And the buzzer will sound before Hallen Bowker can get to it. And that is going to conclude the opening quarter here in Thermopolis. It is a soccer score here at Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. It is tied up at 2 apiece. We'll be right back for the start of the second quarter in what has been a very entertaining B game so far, a defensive shootout like no other. We'll be back in 1 minute for the start of the second quarter. You're watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins, Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. I'd like to talk you back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium here on the campus of Thermopolis Middle School. Thermopolis Bobcats and Shoshoni Wranglers on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. We'll be seeing the Wranglers again in a couple of months when they take on not a couple of months, good Lord, couple of weeks when they take on, or they have a week off. They'll be taking on the Burlington Huskies in Burlington. And then we'll be in Shoshoni as they take on the 10 Sleep Pioneers for an A and B contest. Down to the near side, Hallen Bowker was the intended recipient of that pass, as the 30 was right there in the vicinity as well. Bristol Thompson playing defense on her pretty airtight. She'll feed it in to Caroline Donaldson. And this one's tipped. Down the far side, Jenny Deramiti to the middle. Shot is up and it's in! Banks it in off the right side. Deramiti, one of the most, she's only a 6th grader playing on this B team. And she is definitely up and coming through the roster here. She's already proven over past 4 games that we've played that she belongs on this roster, and maybe even belongs on the, getting some A-team reps in my opinion, but she has just done absolutely fantastic. Bounce pass through the middle, now to the near side. Here comes Bristol Thompson. Thompson left side, kept her eyes low there. Price should have kept her eyes a little bit more forward there. She'll get called for the traveling violation. Emily O'Rourke will pass this one in for the Bobcats. O'Rourke has been a key piece of this B team as well, mostly on the rebounding and the defensive side of the ball. Just absolutely invaluable to this B team. McKenna Mackey to the far side. Now Dara Meady to the far side. Passes it right side to Jessie Moore. Moore with a shot off in a hurry. That will not even hit. That won't even go to the basket. It goes a little bit to the left. 5:01 again. Oh, it looks like it was actually going to stay with the Bobcats. I'm actually kind of shocked. I did not see it touched by a Wrangler. Gives it underneath and spits it out to O'Rourke. Shots up and short of the basket. Number 30, Bristol Thompson on the rebound for Shoshoni. 4:55 to play in the second. 6-minute quarters here in Wyoming. Kicks it back up to the right side, moves left. Right-handed dribble. And you can definitely hear somebody down there getting loud. And now here comes Dara Meady down the left side. It spits it back inside of the playing surface here before it goes out. It's going to go back to Shoshoni, but good hustle to keep it inbounds. I think she was trying to give it to Hallen Bowker behind her there, and we're going to see a push here on the Bobcats. I think they're going to nab Jessie Moore with that. It will be the Bobcats' second team foul, or first. I apologize, it is Moore, her first personal. Checking into the game is Sydney Eplin for the first time today. She'll replace Emily O'Rourke. Down the left side, and that's going to be another hole closed there for the Bobcats. Beautiful job just again closing that paint. It's night and day between the A and B teams in terms of guarding the paint and guarding the basket. The A team does most of their work from outside the box there, outside the key, but B team knows how to, all around just defend pretty well. Outside the arc, they do force a lot of turnovers as well as playing that interior defense. 4:20 still to play. I think we are okay, so it looks like the Bobcats are going to use a timeout. So we're going to be right back in just a moment. Oh, no. Make up your mind. Is it a timeout or not? Looks like there's a little bit of disagreement here between the Zebras here. Or just a little bit of communication as to what's going on down there. And the Shoshone coach trying to explain things as well, it seems like. So it looks like a technical foul here. Shot is up and cha-ching. I'm just as confused as everyone else is. Maybe everybody else knows what's going on. I'm just an idiot. Shot is up for the second time. That one's up and it's no good. This is Caroline Donaldson that took the technical shots, by the way. 4-3. So that's going to give Shoshone a little bit of an advantage because they're also going to be inbounding here as well. Gives it inside, left side. Kicks it back out. Oh, that one was a little too strong, but she'll get it back. This is Donaldson on the free throw line. Receives the pass there from the 33 of Martin. Shot is up from mid-range, up and no good. And Hallen Bowker tried to go for the rebound, and she gets it. McKenna Mackey will bring this one up past the timeline. Has her back turn, moves to the left side. Passes it left to Jenny Dara Meady down the left side. Keeps it in. Dara Meady unfortunately not able to keep control, and that's how it was on her last possession as well, where she had to fight to keep it in bounds. And Dara Meady is screaming at the top of her lungs, doing the Annabelle Wire method. It worked because it's going to go back to the Bobcats. And Bowker will pass this one in here. McKenna Mackey with it, far side, passes it left. This one's tipped and stolen away, intended for Dara Meady. Ball is loose again. Caroline Donaldson dribbled way too far out in front of her there. Bobcats were able to get the swipe. But because of that, it is going to be Shoshoni ball still. Okay, what the heck are they serving at the concession stand that's got whipped cream in it? I've been seeing a lot of people. I think it might be a root beer float, actually. Those look pretty good. Maybe I should get one during halftime. This one's tipped by Amelia Johnson, stolen away. Schaefer gets it out in front of her, still feeds it to Wire, kicks it out to O'Rourke. She'll pass right side to Amelia Johnson. Johnson now to Schaefer, shots up and overshoots it. Good attempt though, but they need to. I think they're not using the backboard enough on those shots. I don't feel like. Kicks it out, or no, she did not kick it out. I thought she would there, but that's okay because she's going to get called for the traveling violation. That is Camden Martin, a 6th grader that had control of it there. 2:56 to go, already halfway through the second quarter. This has been a very quick half. Once that clock reaches halftime, we'll be halfway through our live stream here today. Shot is up from Teeples. It's up and it falls short. That's going to go out of bounds and back to the Wranglers. And this B team has kept it close for the most part. Had some close losses, some tough losses to the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies and the Burlington Huskies. Not very far compared to the A and C teams. Well, the A team beat Rocky, but just barely. They're going to tie it up down there in the middle of the floor. It looks like it's going to stay with Shoshoni. Thank everyone who's tuned in up to this point. Still got a lot more basketball for you here on TBSN here tonight. Bobcats' final game of the season until the game against Riverside. Then we'll be at the halfway mark. This one's stolen away up past the timeline. Number 33 with it here. She's trying to get rid of it. Camden Martin. And she's going to get tied up. And that's unfortunately a thing we've been seeing a lot of with the B and C teams. It's not even a Thermopolis problem. It's just all around from the games that we've called so far this season. We saw a little bit more, a little bit less last year, but still pretty prevalent. They just don't know how to get out of that tie-up. Down to the left side. Shots up for Mackey, up and no good. Trying to put it up again is Teeples. She'll try to grab the rebound, and she will. It's going to get a little bit scrambled up there, and it'll be taken away. Number 33, Camden Martin on the takeaway for Shoshoni. And a double dribble called on Martin, and she is actually laughing it up down there a little bit. She's like, I can't believe I just did that. Amelia Johnson getting ready to pass it in. Oh, we got subs for Shoshoni as well. 10, 22, and 32. That is Ava Bassford, Faith Edwards, and Emma Abbott coming into the game. 1:51 to go. Switches to her left hand. This is Reagan Schaefer. Now Teeples back to Schaefer, left side. Shots up and no good. Rebounded there by the Bobcats, but they're trying to get out of there. Spits it out. Shot is on its way for Wire. It's up and it's no good. Out of bounds. This is going back. Wire scored the opening point of the game, by the way. Remember that. Scored a mid-range basket. She's been trying to make those field goal shots all year. Finally got one to go. She was trying to get her third and fourth points there on that basket. Still 4-3 here. Still a soccer score. Well, more of a hockey score, but I guess could be either or. Down the far side. Has a bit of an opening, but she'll get stopped. Tries to spit it out before the jump ball, and she will. Down the right side, has it at the baseline. I'm surprised they didn't call a double. That should have been called a double dribble down there. But that is going to go back to Thermopolis. And Shoshoni just doing everything they can. And this is a pretty evenly matched game so far, 4-3. Amelia Johnson gives it into Teeples. Down left side, Johnson. A lane to the basket. It's up and it's missed. And again, Bobcats have just done that a lot. The B team has. They did it a little bit less against Tensleep, but they've been having some issues finishing at the rim off of some great turnovers. They'll be 5 feet out in front of their defender and still just miss it, and it's unfortunate. But down the left side, This is, I believe, Faith Edwards. She'll give it back up to Kaylin Cooper. 35 seconds to go in the half. Moving right side, here comes Cooper. Gets it inside the three-point line, and it'll be tipped away by Annabelle Wire, the 8th grader. And this is going to go, I believe it's going to stay here with Shoshoni. Yep, it will. They're going to call Faith Edwards over to that far sideline. And just harassing her. This one's tipped and stolen away. Amelia Johnson up the middle of the floor. Shot is up. Cannot get it to go. Bobcats are doing everything they can. They're getting into the paint very well, especially off those steals. Realistically, it should be double digits between the Wranglers and the Bobcats. Shot is up, no good. And Amelia Johnson with the rebound, and the clock will expire. That is going to conclude the second quarter of action here in Thermopolis. As Shoshoni coming up through the Wind River Canyon to play this game, and it's a battle. It's the Battle of Boysen here on TBSN. Man, but what an entertaining half that was. We'll be back in about 5 minutes for the start of this second half. Bobcats lead 4-3. It is a soccer score here at Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. We'll be back in just a minute. You're watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins, a Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. Like talking back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium, home of the Bobcats. Getting ready to start this third quarter here in our action here tonight. Halfway through the live stream. Second half of this B game coming up, and then we got the C game, or I guess in Shoshoni's case, the Youth A game coming up here in just a moment. That game will start at approximately, if I had to guess, I'd say probably 6:45 local, that is. We know we have a couple people watching from the East Coast. So that is 6:45 Mountain Standard Time that we estimate that the C game will start. 20 seconds to go here in halftime. The Bobcats doing well, better than the A team, I guess. But they need to really clean it up. It should realistically be 14-3, and it's not. They got to clean up a lot of the stuff on offense. They're doing a very good job defensively. They've held Shoshoni to 3. Would be 2 if it wasn't for the technical foul that occurred. We still don't know what happened there. Didn't bother to ask. But the Bobcats committed a tech in that second quarter, which gave Shoshoni a couple of free throws. She made 1 of 2. But the B team getting ready to get back going. The Bobcats, I think their main thing right now, they are not committing very many turnovers. They just got to finish at the rim. They've had a lot of great steals that have turned into great scoring opportunities, but unfortunately just not able to finish at the rim. It's just kind of been a systemic problem with this team all season, A, B, and C. So just some stuff that needs to change. Hopefully they're going to get some of that sorted out. They need to line up their shots a little bit. I think they need to take a little bit of time to take the shot. I think they're just rushing the layup a little bit when they're like 15 feet in front of the other person. Shoshoni on the inbound to start us off in the third quarter. Bounce pass behind here. They'll move to the near side. This is the 22 with it. She'll pick it up as Lillian Estenson trying desperately to get it away. Shot is up, can't get it to go. Trying to get the number who that was. It was the 32 of Emma Abba on the shot. They'll tie it up down there on the floor. And they're going to pass this one in. Amelia Johnson side by side with Reagan Schaefer. Schaefer had a great game last night against the 10 Sleep Pioneers. Estenson backdoor to Johnson. Now Avery Teeples. Shot is up, can't get it to go. Teeples will grab her own rebound. It's up with a foul, so she'll have some shots at the line coming up here. And Teeples has been one of the more consistent scorers the B team has had. Usually able to get the bank shots to go in, just not as much luck the past couple of games. Foul was committed by the 35. Shot is up and can't get it to go there. 35 of, trying to see who it is. I'm going to have to look to the other roster. She's not listed on any of the rosters that we have. Shot is up and can't get it to go. Bobcats won't score on that free throw. It is going to go out, and the referee's going to correct her decision. She was looking like she was going to point it back to the Shoshoni possession there, but Thermopolis will be given the ball here. 5:28 to play in the third. Gives it into the 24 of Estenson. Amelia Johnson cleaning it up as it was tipped away. Johnson going around the other end of the arc here. Now here comes Annabelle Wire, the 8th grader, looking for opportunities here. She will get out of it with a really good screen. Shot is up and swish! Annabelle Wire with the 2. Responsible for 4 of 6 here. Scoring her highest points allotment of the season. She's not usually a scorer. She's more of a defender, but she is putting points on the board today. Double dribble also called on Emma Abbott. 4:56 to play. Reagan Schaefer getting ready to inbound from the broadcast side of the floor. She'll give it into Amelia Johnson. Johnson up past the timeline. She'll pick up the dribble, now feeds it into Avery Teeples. Teeples finding her way to the basket. Tries to give it up to Estenson. Check that. That was actually I apologize for that. That was Emily, or no, that wasn't Emily Artwork. I do apologize. So it was Estenson. I apologize. I thought that was a 3, not a 2. 6-3 here. Bobcats with the ball. Feeds it into Amelia Johnson. Again, going a little too hard on the passes. They're not able to bring it in. I think they need to just soften it up a little bit. 6-3 here as it goes out on the near side. 4:32 still to play in the third. Shoshoni will keep the possession. Bristol Thompson feeding it in from the near side. And this one's ripped away by Amelia Johnson. Coming back down the other end. Picks up the dribble, and we got a whistle. Don't see the windmill motion by the referee. They're going to say a push here on Shoshoni. That should be the Wranglers' second team foul. Faith Edwards with her first personal. Amelia Johnson gives it into Reagan Schaefer. Schaefer, middle of the floor. Schaefer on the volleyball attack line, trying to get away from that 32 who's sticking to her like glue. We got another whistle. And it's going to be another defensive foul on Shoshoni. 4:13 to play. Third team foul. First personal foul for Emma Abbott. Her first personal. I already said that. Shot is up for Johnson. Up and in. Cha-ching. 8-3. Bobcats going on a run now. This is the most that they've scored in a single quarter in this game so far, doing a much better job. And a defensive foul there by Annabelle Wire. She's fouled out a couple of times this season. We know she fouled out against the Grable Buffaloes at the start of the season. And Shoshoni will go for they'll have a substitution coming in here. Oh, about 4 or 5 were subbed in. Going in from the inbound up to the left side. Shot is up from the left. Can't get it to go. Up and out of bounds. Number 21 was down there trying to grab the rebound. That is Landry Lennon, a 7th grader. Feeds it in off the right side. This one's tipped and stolen away, and that is going to go right on back to the Bobcats, as it is going to be. I think they just trying to see what and it looks like it was just a jump ball or tie up down there on the floor. Here comes the 25 of good God. 24 of Lillian Estenson. I had a bit of a moment there. I apologize. 3:37 to go as it goes out of bounds on the shot. Looks like Estenson is also going to come out of the game. I'm trying to find her replacement here. It was, I believe, Avery Teeples. Now here comes the Wranglers on the near side. Picks it up, and now this one's stolen away. Annabelle Wire down the far side. Has Schaefer out in front. Gets a good pass and a good shot. It's up and in for Schaefer. Double digits here for the Bobcats. And where was this in the first half is all I got to say. They have outscored themselves. 6 points in the second half in one quarter compared to only 4 in the first half. Shoshoni still scoreless in this third quarter so far. The Bobcats have had a great defense all game, and now the offense is starting to match it a little bit. And our fans in the chat have put in a over of 25 in the chat, and I think they're getting a little closer to that goal now. Applin to the elbow here. Applin going to put this one up on a hook. That one's up and no good. That one looked like it was going to go in for a sec there. And that is going to go back to, that's actually going to stay right here with Thermopolis. I think it was swatted out by one of the rank, and we're going to have a timeout here. So it looks like they're going to call Bobcat timeout. So we'll be back in just a moment. You're watching Thermopolis Middle School girls basketball on TBSN. The future of the Bobcats here on the Voice of the Bobcats. Bobcats lead 10-3. We'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for looking back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium, home of the Bobcats. Third quarter here. You're watching middle school girls basketball on TBSN, the B game, as we have 8:47 to go in this B game. C game coming up after this. Should be a short and sweet one, as it has been all season, but it may be shorter. It may be short, with the clock not stopping as much, but it looks like a tie-up down there on the floor. Shoshoni will get the ball back, but C games usually not as long. They are the same clock length, of course, but they don't really stop the clock as much because there's just not many times where it goes out of bounds. Also, not many fouls. But C team has been very entertaining, and now this is going to be down the other side of the floor. Schaefer, shots up, can't get it to go, and it's going to go off of Sydney Eplin and out of bounds. Shoshoni is going to get the ball back here. 2:25 to go. Bobcats were in first one's in the double digits here. Up top, Shoshoni breaking through. Number 3 with it. She'll kick it back out. Up top, this one's tipped by Wire, and out of bounds it goes. So this is going to keep it with the Wranglers, surprisingly, here. And we got one coming in, number 30, Bristol Thompson, the 7th grader, checking back into the Hardwood Hotel. Kaylin Cooper heading onto the bench. Still a ton of fans here in the stands at DTS. Usually by the time the B game enters the second half, a lot less are in the stands, but it's mostly Shoshoni fans, but a lot of people are still here. Annabelle Wire pushes it forward. That's going to go out of bounds, and she is going to actually almost flips over the bench there like an arena football player there. We got one checking in for the Bobcats. Jessie Moore into the game. Also into the game is Jenny Daramidi, and I believe McKenna Mackey back into the game as well. Shoshoni on the inbound. Jenny Daramidi harassing them enough for the turnover. Well, not really turnover. They get it. They keep it somehow. Well, Emily O'Rourke down there actually on the turnover that time, so bit of a chaotic play there for the Wranglers. Mackey with a chest pass. That one's going to go back up to Ava Bassford. And that's going to go back to the middle. Jenny Daramidi on the steal. She's going to try and bring it back down the right side of the floor. Out of bounds it goes, and this is going to stay with the Bobcats. 1:36 to play in the third. Daramidi has been doing a lot of defensive heavy lifting. She hasn't seen much time on the floor. Probably will see her a lot more in the C game. She is a 6th grader, by the way. Jessie Moore with it on the far side. She'll do a semicircle, and she'll actually do more than that as she tries to put the shot up on the right side on the block. That's going to be up, and a jump ball in there as Jessie Moore mixes with Ava Bassford, who's trying to get the defensive rebound. McKenna Mackey on the baseline here for the Bobcats. Gives it into the 21 of Sydney Eplin. This one's stolen away. Kaylin Cooper, and now the middle. This one's up, no good. Cooper on the right side. Shots up, can't get it to go. Emily O'Rourke on the rebound for the Bobcats. O'Rourke stops and gets it out to the near side. Shoshoni fans are wanting a traveling call. Eplin on the elbow. Kicks it on back to O'Rourke, sorry. And a tie-up down there on the practice key as McKenna Mackey and Kaylin Cooper were tied up down there on that far side up toward the Bobcat bench. Shoshoni will get the ball back. 50 seconds to play. Up past the timeline she goes. Like to remind you, today's game brought to you by Kirby Consulting and Hot Springs Pharmacy. This one's stolen away. Jessie Moore Sydney Eplin down the middle of the floor. This one's up and a foul. I don't think it will result in free throws, though. They were pointing to the ground here. Nope, check that. It is going to be free throws. 37 6/10 to play in this opening quarter, or in this third quarter. So Eplin will have a couple of free throws coming up here. Shot is up. Can't get it to go. Foul is charged to Kaylin Cooper, her first personal, Shoshoni's 4th team foul in the third quarter. Remember, NFHS rules state that it is 5 fouls in a quarter for a bonus. Fouls reset at every quarter. Before 2023, it was 7 fouls in a half. This one is up, and a swish for Eplin. I smell mints. Shoshoni will pass this one in. 33 seconds to go. Up past the timeline, moving right side. And some of Shoshoni's C team is ready to go. Shot is up on the left side. That one's up and in. So Shoshoni will get their first basket of the half, 11-5. Didn't see who scored, though. They'll toss this one in. McKenna Mackey up past the timeline. 15 seconds to go in the third. Passes left side to Eplin. Eplin up top. Picks up the dribble. This one's loose. And out of bounds it goes. Up toward the Bobcat bench, and it's going to be Shoshoni ball. The Wranglers will send Bristol Thompson up to that far sideline to pass it in. Chucks it in near the scorer's table. This is going to be the three of, or sorry, no, that wasn't the three. No, it was Tinson McConaughey. And that one's up, and they will not get another shot off before the end of the quarter. It is 11-5. Bobcats getting it done so far here in Thermopolis as it is 11-5. Bobcats on top in the B game. 6 more minutes to go here in the B game, and then it will be the C team, or Shoshoni's Youth A team, to go here in this one here from DTS. But we'll be right back in just a moment. You are watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats, here on the Voice of the Bobcats. Let's welcome you back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium on the campus of Thermopolis Middle School. Middle school girls basketball on TBSN, brought to you by Hot Springs Pharmacy and Kirby Consulting. I haven't done an ad read in a long while, so how about this? Kirby Consulting, your elite oil field professional since 2014, serving the Rockies and Western Plains. Kirby Consulting is a proud sponsor of Two Basins Sports Network and the future of the Bobcats here on the Voice of the Bobcats. 6 more minutes to go here in the B game. Then we got some C action coming up for you down the right side. Darabidi, shots up and it's in. Gets it to go. Cha-ching. 13-5. Scored before we could even get our scoreboard up on the live stream. And it looks like a double dribble is going to get called there for the 13 of Caroline Donaldson. They're going to send Jesse Moore to the baseline to inbound. Gives it into Mackey. Mackey brings it up past the timeline. Picks up the dribble. Now gives up to Sydney Eplin on the far side. Loses control of the ball. That's going to go out toward the ventilation area here. And that is going to be still Bobcat ball. There were a couple of Bobcats retreating, thinking they were going to call it for Shoshoni there. Inbound coming up and barely avoids the 5-second violation, but at what cost? It's going to go back to the Lady Blue. 5:18 to go in the game. Chucks it up to the near side. Number 22, Faith Edwards. And Jenny Daramidi doing her thing again. She'll tip it. She'll keep it in bounds. Eplin down the middle of the floor. Trying to give it to Jenny Nope, she'll pass it down the right side, and Hallen Bowker on the rebound. Jump ball coming up here, and it's going to go right on back to the Lady Blue. 4:58 to play in this B game, and why did my camera zoom in? Oh, God, please don't tell me we're doing this thing again. It did this a little bit in 10 sleep as well. It zoomed in a couple of times on its own. And Hallen Bowker on the steal. If I said I wanted it to zoom on to 33, I'd tell you to zoom it on 33. Good God. I don't even know if that's where we had it, but I don't really care. Picks it up on the right side. Eplin with the shot. Hallenbacher not able to get the rebound, but she was trying. Emma Abbott on the rebound for the Wranglers. She'll bring it up past the timeline, and they're going to call the double dribble there on Shoshoni. She picked it up and started dribbling it again. Got one coming in for Shoshoni. I think I saw number 33, Camden Martin, into the game. Thought I saw another one too. I think I might have just been seeing things. I think Landry Lennon is in the game, actually, now that I think about it. Feeds it in here to McKenna Mackey. Mackey up past the timeline, passes near side. And it's going to be Jenny Diramidi on the left side. Shots up, and it's going to fall short. Here comes the 21 of Landry Lennon. She'll pass middle here to the 33 of Camden Martin, the 6th grader. Now underneath the basket, shots up, cannot get it to go. Shots up, and Bowker there on the block from behind. That's going to go out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Bobcats. Beautiful work there on the defensive end of the court. Bobcats have just been doing fantastic defensively all game. Shoshoni not even able to crack doubles here in this game just yet. 3:50 to play in this B game. Bounce pass to the far side to Jenny Diramidi. Down the right side she goes. Shot is up and can't get it to go. Rebounded by Jessie Moore. That one's up no good. Bowker tried to go for the rebound. That's going to be a whistle down on the floor. They'll tie it up inside the paint. Got one checking in for Shoshoni. Number 33 checking in. This is, 23. This is Alyssa Brown, a 7th grader. Brown played a lot in the A game. Looks like they're going to give her some B team reps here. Try and get a little bit of a boost here for the Shoshoni Wranglers. Jessie Moore to the near side, and it will be another tie-up. Still 13-5 in case you're just tuning in. Bobcats on top as the Shoshoni Wranglers pay a visit coming up from south of the Wind River Canyon. Our brothers south of the border, I guess east of the border. Well, yeah, I guess it really doesn't matter. And a blocking foul is called here. It looks to be on the Bobcats. So Shoshoni will have a little bit more of a chance to try to score here. In motion now and through the left side of the floor. Kicks it out, takes the shot. It's up and blocked. I believe Annabelle Wire had a hand on it there for the Bobcats. This is going to go back to Thermopolis. McKenna Mackey will get ready for the inbound. She'll give it into Jessie Moore. Moore up past the timeline. Holds it on the ear of the Bobcat. And she's going to trying to get some help down there, and we got a foul. Or sorry, check that, we do not. We have a timeout. So it'll be Thermopolis timeout. We'll be right back in just a moment. I'd like to talk you back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium on the campus of Thermopolis Middle School. 3:07 to go in this B game. Got some C team action coming up for you. Jenny Diramidi will pass this one in to McKenna Mackey. Mackey back turn, trying to keep her defender off her. She'll go far side. Annabelle Wire with the shot. It's up and swish! Annabelle Wire with the basket. That is going to be 6 points on the day for the young lady. Beautiful performance today. And she's going to steal on top of it. Down the left side. Picks up the dribble. Gives it in behind to Hallenbacher. This one's going to be tipped and stolen away. Down the left side through the middle. Shots up in a hurry. Out of rebound. Up on the right side. Up and in. And Shoshoni will get their second basket of the fourth quarter, or of the half here. They scored earlier in that third quarter. Annabelle Wire with it on the Bobcats. She'll pass far side to Jenny Daramidi. Daramidi down the right side, through traffic. This one's up and a foul. 2 shots coming up for the 6th grader. We got one checking in for Shoshoni. Also a timeout is called. And it'll be a full timeout for Shoshoni. They'll use I think this will be their first timeout of the game. We'll be right back in just a moment. Bobcats lead 15-7. Jenny Daramidi will have some free throws when we come back. I'd like talking you back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium here in Thermopolis, 15-7. Bobcats on top. You're watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. The future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. Jenny Daramidi drew a shooting foul by the 23 of Alyssa Brown, the 7th grader, with her first team foul for Shoshoni. Shot is up and can't get it to go. I think Daramidi was a little too strong there. She jumped on this shot. Shot on its way. It's up and no good. Just a little too far up onto the block. And Shoshoni will grab the rebound. Down the right side, shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Jenny Daramidi on the rebound, and she'll push it out in front of her. And she almost got the grab there as well. 2 minutes to play in the 4th. Tosses it up to the right side. Shot on its way. It's up underneath the basket and no good. Shot is up on the left side. That one rolls out. Shoshoni 3rd time's the charm. No, 4th time's the charm. They'll kick it out. Wide open shot to the elbow. That one's up and no good. Rebounded by Amelia Johnson. Through the middle of the floor she goes. Picks up the dribble. Delivers it far side to Emily O'Rourke. O'Rourke spins out of it. Here comes Sydney Eplin, the 8th grader, with it. Eplin, right side, picks up the dribble. Tries to kick it back to O'Rourke. That's going to be taken away by Bristol Thompson. Near side, the ball is loose. Jenny Daramidi trying to get there. It'll be a jump ball. Number 21, Landry Lennon, was the intended target for that pass. And now we got 4 checking in for Shoshoni. 10, 22, 5, 25, 12, or 32. Actually, yeah, it's a wholesale sub here. Oh, not really, because Camden Martin's still up. No, check that. She's going in. So it is a wholesale here for Shoshoni. 1:19 to go. We'll deliver your player of the game shortly. Amelia Johnson up past the timeline, has some speed to her. Up onto the right wing. Gets it in behind her to Sydney Eplin. Eplin on the free throw line. And a loose ball. This will get tied up in a jump ball. This is going back to the Wranglers. TBSN player of the game is going to go to Annabelle Wire. 6 points on the day. A lot of steals to go with it. Really impressed with her performance today. Ooh, on the inbound there. That is going to go back to Shoshoni. And this one's tipped and stolen away. Amelia Johnson down the right side to the elbow. Feeds it to Reagan Schaefer. Schaefer behind her to Emily O'Rourke on the free throw line. Now up to Amelia Johnson. She'll heave it up from far side. No good. And swatted out of bounds. 46.1 to go. Honorable mentions today for the Thermopolis Bobcats will include Jenny Daramidi as well as McKenna Mackey and Jesse Moore. That one's stolen away by the Bobcats. Johnson with a shot. Now Daramidi tries to put it up. Tries to get her own rebound. And it looks like there'll be a foul down there on the floor. Honorable mentions today for the Shoshoni Wranglers today include Camden Martin as well as Emma Abbott and Faith Edwards. Those are your honorable mentions for the Shoshoni Wranglers. underneath the basket. Shoshoni trying to evade the two-man press underneath the basket here. They'll move to the right side. 31 seconds to play in the B game. Number 32, Emma Abbott, will get called for the travel. She's gotten called for that a couple times tonight. Here comes Reagan Schaefer. She'll get ready to toss this one in. Finds an open man to the left side of the floor. It's Jenny Daramidi. Left side. Shots up and it's in. And cha-ching. She gets it to go on the left side of the basket. She's got to have at least 6 points today. Either 6 or 8. I've actually lost count. Up to the, I don't take a stat book either. I've been saying this a lot last season. I probably should start bringing a stat book with me. But far side here, it's going to be Ava Bassford with it. 2-1 buzzer. It's going to go out. Oh, never mind, not buzzer. It'll go out of bounds with 0.6 of a second to go. 17-7. And they will toss this one in. And the buzzer will sound on the shot clock and the scoreboard. And with that, we are going to conclude the B game here from inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. B game coming, or sorry, C game coming up here in just a moment. The final score of the B game: Thermopolis Bobcats 17, the Shoshoni Wranglers 7. And don't you worry, because we got some more coming up for you here. One more game. It's going to be the C game. The Bobcats 6th graders along with the Shoshoni Wranglers 5th and 6th graders. Shoshoni's youth team will get some action here in just a moment. That'll be coming up in about just a little over 5 minutes. We'll be back in just a moment. Once again, the final score: Thermopolis Bobcats 17 to Shoshoni Wranglers 7. And please do not, if that's all you're here for, then we thank you for stopping by here. If you are here for the C game as well, then stick around, because that's coming up in just under 5 minutes. And the shot clock is rolling again, so that's probably going to go off in just a little bit. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins at Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats, on the voice of the Bobcats. I'm talking back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium here at the campus of Thermopolis Middle School. C-game action getting ready to come up as we welcome you back in for one last game here for tonight before we sign off for the night. Our next broadcast, expected anyway, is going to be on Friday as we are going to be heading up to Burlington, broadcasting on behalf of the Matiti Longhorns as they take on the Burlington Huskies from the Burlington K-12 schools. And with that being said, it's been a great series of games up to this point. The Thermopolis Bobcats and the Shoshoni Wranglers have been putting on a heck of a show here today. We'd like to thank our sponsors as well before we get ready to start this game. Kirby Consulting and Hot Springs Pharmacy for your generous support. If you'd like to join that list of supporters, the sponsorships are still open here for the middle school girls basketball season. Of course, your support is greatly appreciated. You can get in contact with us on Facebook. That'll probably be the easiest option, honestly. Or you can email us at twobasonssportsnetwork@gmail.com. Or, well, how convenient. The thing is up there, 307-388-9203. Call or text us. Get in contact with us. Your support helps guarantee these broadcasts stay free and stay here on YouTube for everybody to enjoy. Also, if you need any more reason, we just had a message come in on our Facebook at 5:45 p.m. From a fan from up here in Montana. Thank you for airing the Thermopolis Girls Bobcat games. I can now enjoy watching my granddaughter play ball. Otherwise, I would miss most of her games. Great job of announcing. So we thank you because of that. If you want, that's why we do this. We know that there are parents that would like to see their kids or their grandkids or their friends or what have you play the game that they love to play. And, that's exactly why we do this. It may not be ESPN level quality, but it is what we do, and it's why we do it. So they're going to redo the tip. Or no, they are not. Yeah, they are. They're going to redo the tip-off here. Jenny Daramidi in the center circle here. Was an honorable mention in the B game for us here. And the tip-off, and we are underway. Bringing it down the other side of the floor. Shot is up immediately. Mackenzie Jones on the two-hander. What a job there by Jones, and she has been a threat for the Bobcats season. And Bailey Bears on the steal, up past the timeline, down the right side, it's up and no good. Kyle Egger, near side. And now here comes the 32 of Bears. She'll give it back up to the one. Cadence Larson, now up to Jenny Daramidi, right side, shots up, it rattles in. 4-0. Thermopolis off to a hot start here in the C game. And this one's stolen away again. Daramidi down the right side on the block. Shots up and it's in. 6-0. Good Lord, where was this in the A and B games? And C team, we know how quick they were to score in the game against Grable as well, where this is not news to us, as Daramidi will get another steal up the right side. It's up and it's in. What is happening? Shoshoni calls a timeout, and rightfully so. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! It is heating up here. Daramidi with 6 points all ready to start, and shoot, I already forgot. Oh, yeah. Mackenzie Jones with the opening basket. What a start. We'll be right back. I'd like to welcome you back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium here for Thermopolis Bobcats girls basketball here on the Voice of the Bobcats. 8-0, and we've just barely completed the first minute, by the way, of this C game. 8-0 is your score. Shoshoni called their first timeout. We forgot to take that off our scoreboard. We apologize. Ball is loose in the middle of the floor. Kyle Egger, nope, check that. Bailey Bears was down there trying to steal it away. By the way, if you like what you're seeing here, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to TBSN. We'll be following the TMS girls all over the state of Wyoming and even into the conference tournament. Same will apply for the boys this upcoming winter. So we hope to see you there. Make sure you leave a like and make sure you share this with your friends. Get the stream out to more people. Down the far sideline, they're going to try and get by the near side. Here comes Cadence Larson trying to play defense. Now the shot on the elbow. That one's up no good for the 13. Stolen back away. Now here comes the 20. And that one's up and in. Brielle Schreiner on the score for Shoshoni to break the ice. Down the left side, it's Bailey Bears, up no good. Daramidi on the rebound, puts it up. That one up no good. And these two teams, you know, it's, again, with the root beer floats, now the B teams are starting to bring out the root beer floats, and I want one. Down the far side, that one's up no good, and trying to go for the rebound. They'll call a traveling violation. She had a couple of bunny hops there that did not go anywhere, so that is going to go back to the Bobcats. Mackenzie Jones will get ready to pass it in for Thermopolis. And a lot of people have left the gym and have left the stream as well. The C game has easily been the most entertaining this season for the Bobcats. Usually the C team, you know, they're very good in my opinion. Now here comes Jenny Daramidi down the left side. That one's up. Cha-ching! Daramidi with 8 points on the day. Bobcats quickly in the double digits. This is the fastest that they have gotten into the double digits here tonight, A, B, or C. Down the right side they go, and another foul. This is going to be a defensive foul on the Bobcats. Shoshoni will have it on the baseline. 3:17 to play in the first. This game brought to you by Hot Springs Pharmacy and Kirby Consulting. Pass inside to the far side. Jenny Daramidi arms up. She's going to interfere with the pass a little bit down there to jump ball as they try to feed it to the 33 of, we believe this is, I think she's on the other, no, she played in the B game, so this is actually, I think that might actually be Camden Martin. Up onto the elbow, loses control of the ball. That was Cadence Larson, a 7th grader. The only non-6th grader on this C roster for Thermopolis. Checking in is Lainey Cornella. Lainey Cornella checking in, as well as Evany Schroyer and Jaylee Larson. Cornella looking to pass it in. She'll toss it up. Larson with it. She'll come to a jump stop. Larson tossing it back up to Cornella. They're going to try to get to it. And just a height advantage there for Shoshoni. Out to the far side they go. 2:42 still to play in the opening quarter. Thermop leads 10-2. By the way, most of the people on this floor for Shoshoni are 5th graders. Or check that. No, yes, they are. Sorry. Mostly 5th graders, but there are a lot of 6th graders as well. One checking out for Shoshoni, number 31, Riley Streeter, a 6th grader, heading to the bench. Trying to find her replacement. Evany Schroyer trying to get open. Here comes Bailey Bears to the near side. Bears trying to find a lane. She'll look to give it back to Schroyer. Schroyer moving left side, screen set. And this one's tipped and stolen away down the other end. Daramidi coming up from behind. She'll get this. Oh, she'll try to get the steal. And Shoshoni will have it on the right wing, and they're getting hounded. Passes it up to the left side. Coughed it up to the 33. She'll move in behind. This is Camden Martin, and she'll pass it left side. Now they'll feed this one back to the 5. And this one's tipped and stolen away. Back down the other end. Here comes Daramidi. Shots up, kick, get it to go. And Jaylee Larson was in there trying to grab the rebound. He'll be tied up on the far end of the floor. Shoshoni will get the ball back. Or sorry, check that, Thermopolis. Got one checking in for the Wranglers, number 14. Brinley King, a 5th grader, checking in. King will also be on the inbound, so it is Shoshoni ball, so my original call was correct. I do apologize. Now checking it in is going to be Elizabeth McFarland, the 5th grader, bringing it up past the timeline for Shoshoni. She gets low. Do like that, though. I do like that she's getting low. And in a little bit of trouble. She'll give it back. This one's tipped and stolen away. Bailey Bears down past the timeline. Checks it to her right side. Ebony Schroyer tries to skip pass over to Cornella. Cornella still not giving up on the play. It'll be a foul. 1:29 to play in the opening quarter. So a jump ball down there is going to give it back to Shoshoni. Not exactly a fouling game. Thermopolis has only gotten 1 foul today. Shoshoni with zip so far. Tosses it over to the far side. This is going to be Brindley King. Ball is tipped and stolen away. Jenny Daramidi down the left side. Has a breakaway. Shot up, and it's in! Daramidi double-digit points again. I don't think she got double digits in 10 sleep, so yeah, making up for some lost baskets there. 12-2 against Shoshoni. B and C teams having a day here against the Wranglers. Tossing it in off the right side, driving to her right. Tosses it up. This one's up, can't get it to go. And they're going to try and get it, trying to keep it in, but that's going to go out of bounds. Brielle Schreiner was down there trying to keep it in. The 6th grader. And now Shoshoni will keep this one in. 12-2. 44 seconds to go in the first. Tosses this one in. The 7th grader with it. She'll take the shot. This one's up, no good. Rebounded by the 25 of Sophia Good. Now up to the 14 of Brindley King. Now left side. Here comes the 20 of Brielle Schreiner. Schreiner falls forward a little bit. Here comes McFarland. Gives up underneath and taken away. That is the 30 of Jaylee Larson that got the steal there for Thermopolis. Shot is up for Bailey Bears. It's up, no good. They're going to try and kick this out. Cornella, Bears up top. This one's stolen away. Coming back down the other end, McFarland. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shot for the free throw line, up and no good, and that's going to conclude the first quarter. A very enthralling first quarter here from Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium here in the C game. And if you dipped out at the end of the B game, you are missing out. 12-2, Bobcats on top over the Shoshoni Wranglers. 12-2. Like talking back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium on the campus of Thermopolis Middle School. Second quarter about to start here as the Thermopolis Bobcats lead over the Shoshoni Wranglers 12-2. Great game so far, but for the Bobcats, 12 points in 1 quarter. If they keep going the rate they're going, it'll be 42 on the board. Or sorry, no, that's not math. 48. Good God. I never claimed to be good at math. Not entirely out of the question, though. They did score 39 against Grable to start the season in that very first game. Kyle Egger bringing it up the floor for Thermopolis. Back turned. Egger will give it near side. Here comes Larson. Takes the shot. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Jones. Now here comes Cornella. Far side. Passes it behind her to Egger. Out of bounds it goes, and I think this is going to stay where it's at. 5:38 to go. It will be Shoshoni ball. Number 3, Camden Martin. And she'll pass this one in to Caroline Donaldson. Far side, picks up the dribble. And they're going to fight down on the far side of the floor. Traveling violation 5:28 to go here in the second. We've been here for 2 hours and 45 minutes on our live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got here about an hour before tip-off of the A game, so we've been here for about 3-4 hours now. Tossing it in from the baseline, bounce pass underneath the right side of the basket, shots up and it's blocked. They'll try again. That one's up and in. Cha-ching for the 34 of Akira Jenkins, the 6th grader with Shoshoni's second basket of the day. Here comes Kyle Egger. Still dribbling with her left hand, picks up the dribble, trying to swing out of it. She'll pass it up forward to Lainey Cornella. Cornella dribbles out of it. She'll move to the right side. Up through the middle she goes. And they'll call a blocking foul on Camden Martin. And Lainey Cornella not only does that, but she draws the first foul of the quarter for the Wranglers. First personal foul for Camden Martin. Gives this one in. This one is going to be taken right back away. Martin trying to swing out. And they will just allow them to keep going here. Passes up the floor. Here comes Caroline Donaldson. Takes the shot. It's up and it's no good. Do I have the right roster? Yes, I do. Huh, okay. So that's going to go back to the Bobcats. Mackenzie Jones will pass this in. Kyle Egger bringing it up the floor at the point guard position. Egger moving up to the far side. On the top of the volleyball line. She's going to dribble through. Takes the shot. It's up and well short. Mackenzie Jones tries to keep it in. Goes back to the 3 of Camden Martin. Egger on the, what a hustle there for Kyle Egger. 4:17 to go. Mackenzie Jones will pass it in. Bobcats will get the ball. Egger bringing it up the floor. 4:12 to go in the half here in the C game. Switches to our left hand, now to our right. Picks up the dribble, passes inside the key. Mackenzie Jones, ball is loose. Jones keeps a hold of it, takes the shot. It's up, no good. Akira Jenkins, baseball pass down to the other side of the floor. Picked up by Donaldson, gives it to the middle. Shot is on its way, it's up, rolls off the left side of the rim, no good. And they're going to try and rip it away in a jump ball. We got 2 coming in for the Bobcats. Bailey Bears back into the game, as well as Evany Schroyer. 12-4 in case you're just tuning in here in the C game. Caroline Donaldson up onto the left side, onto the block. Shot on its way, no good. And that's going to go up onto the baseline. It will stay with the Wranglers. 3:37 to play. Donaldson getting ready for the inbound, the 6th grader right there up on the right side of the basket. She'll give the bounce pass inside. Shot is up and it's blocked by Kyle Egger. Beautiful job by the defense here. Just systemically today, the Bobcats have had a great day defensively. Giving it inside. This one's stolen away. Coming back down the other way. It's Larson out in front. Has a shot. It's up and it's in. Jaylee Larson, the 6th grader, with her first points. Beautiful job down there to get the basket. Ball is loose. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wranglers. The one nearest to it was Caroline Donaldson, the 6th grader. We got a sub coming in, I believe, for Shoshoni. And a sub, it is number 12, Elizabeth McFarland. She'll take over inbound duty for Donaldson. 3:15 to go. Back turned. And she's going to have to try a pass out of it. Jones had a hand on it there originally. And ball is taken away. Coming back down the other end. Down the left side. It is up and it is no good for Jones. She'll try again. Up on the right side. Check that. Jenny Deramiti on the rebound. Check that, not her. It was Larson. I apologize. I thought I saw a 35. It was a 30. Got a couple coming in for Shoshoni. Number 20 and number 25. This is Brielle Schreiner and Sophia Good, a couple of the starters. Jones passes it in left side, intended for Bailey Bears. Bears able to pick it up, but it'll be called a jump ball. It'll go back to Shoshoni. 14-4 is your score here in Thermopolis. 2:45 to play in the half. And they're going to have it down the right side. Shot on it. No, it is not. It's going to stay right there where it was. And they're going to call a jump ball down there on the right side. Great defense by the Bobcats. It's going to go back to Thermop. Aaliyah Eastman, the sixth grader, checking in for the Wranglers. Mackenzie Jones on the baseline. She'll pass it in for the Bobcats. 2:30 to go. I'd like to remind you today's game brought to you by Hot Springs Pharmacy and Kirby Consulting. Ebony Schroyer down the right side. She'll have room. Takes the shot. It's up and it's no good. Schroyer goes for the rebound. She'll get it. Tries another one. Schroyer, third time's the charm. It's up, no good. And Shoshoni will grab the defensive rebound. Number 12 down there on the floor for the far side. This is Elizabeth McFarland. It's intercepted by Mackenzie Jones. Coming back down the other end. Jones to the left side, keeps it inbounds. Shot is up for the left, it's up, no good. Schroyer trying for the right, it's up, no good. And taken back away by the number 20 of Brielle Schreiner. Gives up into the pass back behind the timeline. Camden Martin now to the far side. Here comes Aaliyah Eastman. Moving to her left side, picks up the dribble. Backdoor coming. Bobcats also coming right there. That's going to be passed up behind her to Camden Martin underneath the basket. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Ebony Schroyer. She's got a breakaway down the middle of the floor. Shot on its way. It's up, no good. And ripped right back away. We got a foul. Good job there by Jaylee Larson to try to get something there. We got a timeout, I think, for Shoshoni, so hold on. It's either Shoshoni or Thermopolis. Yep, it is a Shoshoni timeout. We will be right back in just a moment. You are watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins at Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. C game coming up, or C game resumes right after this 30-second timeout. Let's look back here. Inside of Thermopolis Middle School, home of the Bobcats. 14-4 here in the second quarter. Bobcats and Wranglers on Two Basins Sports Network, brought to you by Kirby Consulting, your elite oil field professional since 2014. Also brought to you by Hot Springs Pharmacy. If you'd like to add your name to the list of supporters, then get in contact with us. Left side, tipped by Larson. She's going to steal it away down the near side. And she'll try to get the pass. She'll go. That's going to go out of bounds and back to the Wranglers, but a fantastic job by Jaylee Larson. She's had a heck of a night so far. She's got herself a basket. Maybe I think she might have got another one earlier, but I couldn't see it, honestly. And they'll toss it in. Empty backcourt here for Shoshoni. 14-4. Up past the timeline she goes. She'll move to her left side, and it's stolen away. Bailey Bears, big breakaway down the left side. Shot is up, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Kyle Egger. No good down there. They're rolling out the far side. And Shoshoni is going to get the ball back. .39 seconds to go. Feeds it in. Shoshoni up past the timeline. Empty backcourt. They'll look to set up the play. In motion, the screen set. Great screen there for the Wranglers. Ball is loose. They'll fall to the floor inside the paint. And looks like Bailey Bears will turtle there and draw the jump ball. 25 seconds to go. Kyle Egger will inbound. And here comes Bailey Bayers up past the timeline. Bears will pass to her right. Ebony Schroyer's got a lane up through the middle, loses control of the ball. Mackenzie Jones there to get it. Nope, it's taken back away. Wranglers down the far side, guarded by Bears. Bears tips it. It'll be passed on. Taken away. Mackenzie Jones down the middle of the floor. To the right. Shots up. No good. And the clock turns off. That's going to be the end of the half. And the Thermopolis Bobcats lead by 10 here in the C game. The most exciting game of the night so far. The Thermopolis Bobcats and the Shoshoni Wranglers is a 10-point difference. We'll be back in 5 minutes for the start of the second half. Do not go anywhere. You will not want to miss this, and if you do, you will sorely, sorely regret it. We'll be back in just a moment. It is halftime as both these teams need a much-needed breather, and we'll be back in just a moment as well. We need a breather as well. 14-4 at the half. Bobcats lead. Like talking back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium, home of the Bobcats. A ton of fans still left over. Easily one of the most attended C games we've had this season. So thank you to both fans of the Bobcats and Wranglers for coming out here tonight and supporting both of these teams. But it's been a fantastic night so far, honestly. The A team lost, unfortunately, but the B team won. The C team, if they keep this form up, they should be all right. And I got to say, the future of Bobcat basketball is looking pretty bright because this B and C team, man, these guys are just getting better with every game. It's like after that game against Rocky, a switch just flipped. Back underway here to start the third quarter. 12 more minutes to go in our action tonight. Back turn to the near side. She'll try to go down the right side. Shot is up and gets it to go. Camden Martin, the sixth grader, on the basket for Shoshoni. 14-6 is your score. This one's tipped and stolen away. Back down the other end, Donaldson. Donaldson tries to switch hands. Ball still loose. And we're trying to rip it away. Shoshoni, it's another steal. Kyle Egger this time. Gives it up to Bailey Bears. Bears down the far side. She'll try to blow by. Up toward the right side of the key. Shots up. Bears could not get it to go there. They'll spin it back out. Going back down the other way. That's going to... I appreciate Cadence Larson's spirit there, but backcourt violation. And to be fair, it is a fresh new half. These are just, they're still learning, okay? They're still learning. It's a fresh half, but the Bobcat basket is this one that we got our camera pointed to. Shoshoni will be on the right side. They've been on the right side basket in second half all night. So Bailey Bears getting the ball back with the steal. A little slower. Watch how she kind of slowed up a little bit toward the half court. Definitely not rushing anything. Down the right side, Bears. Shots up and it's in. 10-point game once again. Bailey Bears with her first basket of the night. She's tried about 4 shots before then, and none of them have gone in. But she'll get one to go. This one is up and blocked. That one's up no good. Ball is loose. Goes in behind her. Bailey Bears on the breakaway down the left side. Stops in her track. It's up in a traveling violation. Saw that one coming, but I do appreciate that she at least tried to slow it down a little bit before the basket, get her shot lined up. The same thing I've been getting on the A and B teams for doing all season, right? But she unfortunately took a step too far there on the basket. 4:20 to go in the third. Picks up the dribble. Bounce pass, poked away. Ball still loose. Kyle Egger on the takeaway for the Bobcats. Again, she's been doing absolutely fantastic. Bailey Bears down the far side. Bears spits it out to Jones. Jones moving left side. This one out to Larson, I think this is. Yep, Cadence Larson through the middle to Bears. Now back up to Kyle Egger down the right side. Egger gets it in behind her to Jay Lee Larson, who has had a good game tonight. Got one checking in for Shoshoni. 3:45 to go. This is Elizabeth McFarland into the game. Coming out is going to be Caroline Donaldson. And Bailey Bears through the middle. Try to spit it out, but it's not going to go much further than that. Jump ball. On the baseline, tossing it in. 3:36 to go. Number 3, Camden Martin, moving to the right side. Martin on the block, shots up, and it might have been blocked, but she'll get the rebound. Trying to get it away. That was going to hit the bottom of the net and be taken back by Kyle Egger. She's had a great day getting rebounds and steals tonight. Bailey Bears on the far side. She'll move left side. Through the middle and runs into her. That'll be a blocking foul on Shoshoni as she takes a bit of a tumble. 3:06 to go in the third. Don't forget our next broadcast. The Bobcats are off for 10 days after this. They will not have another game until November 14th when they take on when they host the Riverside Rebels. 10 days of practice there. Gives it up back to Bailey Bears. Keeps it inbounds for the time being. But our next broadcast will be on Friday. We'll be heading up to Burlington on behalf of Matitzi, broadcasting Longhorns and the Huskies from Burlington K-12 school, or from the Burlington schools, whatever you want to say. Down the right side is going to be Kyle Egger, and Jones on the rebound and try to get the putback, no good. Out of bounds it goes as Egger tries to go for the rebound. Shoshoni will inbound here. Still a little ways to play here. Shoshoni could very well find the momentum to get back into this game, and just never know. Falling to the floor here. The 32 will try to get there. That's Bailey Bears. Kyle Egger will inbound. Got one checking in, got two checking in. Lainey Cornella and Ebony Schroyer into the game. And Cornella will take over inbound duties for Egger. Number 2, Ebony Schroyer. I think she passed it up there to Bailey Bears. Down the right side. They'll get rid of it. Chasing it down is Larson. She'll pick it up. Larson looking for an open man. Nobody open. She's trying to go for an option behind her. And I think Thermopolis will use a timeout, so we'll be right back. Yep, a full timeout for Thermopolis. And we'll be right back in just a moment. You're watching Bobcat basketball on T-Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. I'd like to welcome you back here inside of the Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium, home of the Bobcats. This game brought to you by Hot Springs Pharmacy, the service you deserve from the neighbors you trust. Also brought to you by Kirby Consulting, your elite oil field consultants serving the Rockies and Western Plains since 2014. Giving it inside to Bailey Bears, and it's going to be a big tussle down there, a bit of a rugby scrum to get there. Camden Martin was there for Shoshoni. They'll toss it in from the far side. Here comes Elizabeth McFarland, and now she'll pass it into Camden Martin up from the middle of the floor. And now this one's taken away by Larson. Down the far side to the right lane. Shot is up, can't get it to go. And they'll toss it back. Lainey Cornella. That's going to be a loose ball to the right. And going to be a jump ball. It's going to go back to Shoshoni. Like we said, Bobcats are going to have 10 days off between now and the Riverside game. Going to need that rest too, because after the Riverside game, they're going to have a doubleheader against Lander and Riverton, in Riverton and Lander. Lainey Cornella with it up top. Cornella will dribble out of it. Down the right side, loose ball. Cornella with it, and a double dribble is called. Bit of a delayed call there, but 1:19 to go. No, I don't think either team has scored yet. That's the thing. I think there might have been one score between the two teams here in this third quarter. Not quite as high flying as we saw in that first half. This one steps stolen away back the other end. Jones through the middle. Down the right side. Shots up, can't get it to go. Jones on the offensive rebound. Step back, takes the shot, no good. Number 42, Alyssa Thrasher, the sixth grader, on the rebound. And the foul is going to force the Wranglers to inbound from the baseline here. 55 seconds to go. And there is a timeout called. It looks to be Bobcat timeout, or no, Wrangler timeout. We'll be right back in just a moment. 60 seconds. Thanks for welcoming back here inside of Thermopolis Middle School, home of the Bobcats. This game brought to you by Kirby Consulting, serving the Rockies and Western Plains since 2014. Also brought to you by Hot Springs Pharmacy, the service you deserve from the neighbors you trust. Both Hot Springs Pharmacy and Kirby Consulting are proud sponsors of middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. Aaliyah Eastman will pass this one in for Shoshoni. Here comes Elizabeth McFarland. Passes it right side and through the middle, taken away. Larson on the takeaway for Thermopolis. Here comes Kyle Egger. Egger from the right side goes to the right. Egger tosses it up there to Jones, up onto the free throw line, and a little bit of a collision there. It looks like a foul on Shoshoni. 28 seconds to go. By the way, if you like the live stream, please leave a like, subscribe to TBSN, and share this stream with your friends. Get the word out if they are looking about where to find this game. TBSN here on YouTube. Lainey Cornella in a little bit of trouble. Egger gets a shot off, no good. Jones on the rebound. Gives up to Kyle Egger. She'll try again from mid-range, under the basket. Ball loose. Third time's the charm, maybe. Jones lines it up for the block. It's up and it's no good. Grabs her own rebound, and it's stolen away. Lainey Cornella was the intended recipient, and Adley Vroman will be the one that gets the takeaway for Shoshoni. I think that's the first time we've said her name tonight. And we'll be right back in just a moment for the start of the fourth quarter. The C game returns in just a moment. 16-6, Bobcats on top here in Thermopolis. Mike talking back here inside of Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium, home of the Bobcats. Fourth quarter about to start here in this C game. Off to a hot start, the Bobcats were. It was something like 8-0 before the initial timeout. Don't know where that energy has gone. Jenny Daramidi back into the game for the Bobcats. Haven't seen much of her since that first half. Now getting ready to check in is going to be Aaliyah Eastman. She'll pass this one into the middle to Elizabeth McFarland. Up to the far side, McFarland. Left side, shot on its way. It's up and it's in. Shoshoni will get the score. They are outscoring the Bobcats in this half, which is a little alarming, but still an 8-point gap. Egger, far side. Egger moving left side, picks up the dribble. Gives it up backdoor to Lainey Cornella. She'll drive to the basket. Shots up for Cornella. It's up and it's no good. And try to chase it down, and she'll keep it in. Number 12, Elizabeth McFarland. And a push foul there on Egger. Or check that. It might actually not be. Oh, it definitely is. Yeah, Kyle Egger with her first personal. Gives it in left side, taken away by the 30 of Jaylee Larson. Larson to the far side, loses control of the ball. Kicks it back over to the 23 of Kyle Egger. Egger, middle, tries to lob it up from the middle. That is going to be kept in bounds by Daramidi. Ebony Schroyer gives it back to Egger. She'll move right side. Ebony Schroyer on the lettering. Schroyer moving inside, onto the line, has a lane, shots up, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Larson. They're saying shoot. Now they're going to give it up to Larson. Shot is up from the middle. It's up and it rims out. It was Schroyer on the shot. So close. Bobcats just got to try to get it back here. Passing up to the near side. Schroyer guarding. They'll move into the middle of the floor. Shot is on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Cornella. Down the far side. Lady Cornella loses the ball. And they're going to fight for it. Cornella picks it up. Can she get rid of it? Yes, she will. Down the far side. Shot is up for Egger. It's up and it's no good. Gets the rebound. That one's up, no good. Daramidi on the shot there. That one's up, no good. Jenny Daramidi tried to go for the third chance points, and that's going to go back to Shoshoni, most likely for checking in for the Wranglers. 21, 25, and 13. Audrey Franks, Brielle Schreiner, Henley Lennon, and Caroline Donaldson checking in. Also got one checking in, another one checking in for Shoshoni a little bit later, Camden Martin. So Martin's going to come in. She'll replace, or sorry, check that. No, she will not replace Franks. What a game this has been here in the C game. All three games have been entertaining. This one started off very hot, but the Bobcats still up by 8. They've still been playing some entertaining basketball in this one. B game, though, I think was probably the best. Near side, moving up into the baseline. Stops, picked up the dribble, now up to the right side. That one's up and no good. Here comes Daramidi through the middle of the floor, trying to line up her shot. This one is up, and it's in! Daramidi scoring her first basket since the first quarter. She does have double-digit points on the day, though. 12 on the board. Right side underneath the basket, no good. Rebounded by the 20. Jenny Daramidi going for it there near the baseline. This one's up, and it's going to be a jump ball. Getting in there and getting aggressive. Got two checking in for the Bobcats. It's going to be Jones and Bears into the game. Ebony Schroyer and Larson going into the game, or going into the bench here. Also one onto the floor is Cadence Larson that went on as well. Daramidi trying to shot. It's up and a foul, and they all fall down. About 4 of them took a tumble down there underneath the basket. 3:19 to go in the game. Jenny Daramidi will try to make this a 12-point game, if not an 11-point game. Daramidi has been reliable from the stripe here. It's up and cha-ching! Buries her first free throw with the bank shot. 19-8. I smell pepper. Shot is up and cannot get it to go. Rolls off the rim, but good shot either way. 13 points today for her. Passing this one to the elbow. This one's up and cha-ching! Caroline Donaldson with the bank shot. Up past the timeline. Here comes Bears. Bears giving it into Lainey Cornella. Frozen in time now. She'll move. Dribbles with her right. Up to the left side. Shots up and almost went in. Lainey Cornella was there on the rebound. Gives it to Daramidi. And now they're stuck in the middle here. A timeout called as Bailey Bears was the last one to touch it. Bobcats with their second timeout. We'll be right back in just a moment. It is 19-10. Bobcats on top. Like to welcome you back here. 2:42 to play in the fourth quarter. Approximately 1 minute and 10 seconds away from delivering our TBSN player of the game, our final one for the night. And then we'll see you on Friday in Burlington. Right side, it's up for Daramidi. It's up, cha-ching! 15 on the day for Daramidi. JD 35. 21-10. It's a football score here. And Lady Cornella on the steal. Up to the middle and stolen right back away. And a double dribble called on the 13 of Caroline Donaldson. 2:23 still to play. Cornella will inbound from the near side. Cornella still searching for that first basket. She'll give it up to Bailey Bears down the right side. Takes the shot. It's up and it can't get it to go. Larson trying to go for the rebound. Gives it up to Lainey Cornella. Cornella moving right side. Onto the elbow. Cornella looks for the shot. It's up. Can't get it to go. Oh, still a fantastic shot by Lainey Cornella. And we could definitely see what kind of magic she can make out there when she dribbles. She kind of just has that tendency to just stay frozen there. But when she's able to dribble by, she creates a lot of space to get to the basket. And it's like Shoshoni is just trying to, like, I think it feels like the Blue are, like, not expecting her to move. But when she does, she, like, I don't know, she gets to the basket pretty easily. By the way, Jenny Daramidi is off the floor. Now down to the right side. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. On the rebound was Jaylee Larson. Now to the near side to Bailey Bears. Bears down the left side to the basket. Shot on its way. It's up and it's in. Bailey Bears. And Bears finds the honey pot there. 23-10. And this one's stolen away. Mackenzie Jones down the right side. Has the shot. It's up and it's in. 25-10. This game's safely gone to bed. And timeout has been called. I believe, for Shoshoni, I think. Nope, Thermopolis timeout. So we'll be right back. We're going to stay on the air because we need to deliver our Two Basins Sports Network Player of the Game. That's going to go to Jenny Daramidi today. Double-digit points. I think that pretty much speaks for itself. Honorable mentions today for the Thermopolis Bobcats include the likes of Kyle Egger, Bailey Bears, and I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to say Jaylee Larson. I think she deserves a little bit of flowers for some of her performance today. I think she was a very vital part of the Bobcats today. But yeah, those are your honorable mentions for Thermopolis. Your honorable mentions today for Shoshoni include the likes of Brielle Schreiner. I'm going to also say Caroline Donaldson, absolutely. And also I'm going to say Camden Martin. Those are your honorable mentions today for the Shoshoni Wranglers. Timeout expiring, 10 seconds to go. Let's give you a rundown of our upcoming broadcasts here on Two Basins Sports Network. This Friday at 10 a.m. we are going, or no, is that a Friday? Is that a Saturday? That is a Saturday, not a Friday. I apologize. This Saturday at 10 a.m. we are heading over to Burlington as the Matiti Longhorns take on the Burlington Huskies. We will be broadcasting on behalf of the Matiti Longhorns, so that way they don't have to suffer through the crappy NFHS network. Bounce pass. This one's going to be taken away by Larson through the middle. Now here comes Lainey Cornella. 1 minute to go. Up to the far side. Tries to deliver it to Larson on the right. This one's up and rolls off the rim. Rebounded by the other Larson, Cadence Larson. Gives up right side to Jaylee Larson. Jaylee trying to get rid of it. It's going to get tied up on the near side. Two Larsons on the floor. It was hard to keep track of the both of them. 44 seconds to play here in the fourth. Next Bobcat broadcast will be 10 days from now here from DTS as the Thermopolis Bobcats take on the Riverside Rebels. Up to the far side, takes the shot from the key. It's up and cha-ching! Number 14, Brinley King on the shot there. 25-12. Shoshoni trying to get a couple of extra points before the end of this game. A great game for the Lady Blue. They won the A game, but the B game and C game just did not go their way. Shot is up. It goes right on in for Caroline Donaldson. No backboard, no rim, nothing but net for Donaldson. 25-14, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's going to conclude it. And that's the end of our action tonight. The Shoshoni Wranglers fall to the Thermopolis Bobcats in the C game. And that, oh man, I don't know about you, but this was a fun slate of games. A, B, and C all put on one heck of a show here in Thermopolis. And here's the hope, and we see them in the conference tournament. We'll also be seeing Shoshoni a couple times on our broadcasts. We'll be broadcasting their away game in Burlington and their home game versus Ten Sleep. So we'll be annoying the Shoshoni fans in a couple of weeks. But for now, we were supposed to go to Shoshoni later this week for Grable, but that game just kind of disappeared out of thin air. So don't know what's going on there. But we hope to see the Wranglers again in a couple of weeks' time in Shoshoni at the big house down there. But that is going to conclude our coverage for the night. The Thermopolis Bobcats, they win the B and C games. Unfortunately, fell in the A game due to some turnovers. And with that being said, I mean, this has been fun. I mean, it's a lot of fun always to come watch these girls play, but even more fun when the B and C teams do their jobs. 25-14, the final score. Shoshoni finished the C game with 4 fouls in that fourth quarter. But beautiful job here. Let's run through our players of the game one more time. A game was, I'm trying to remember the A game player of the game. Shoot. Who did I say was A game? Oh, yeah, Avery Jarvis. Avery Jarvis was our A game player of the game for Shoshoni. B game player of the game was Annabelle Wire. C game player of the game was Jenny Daramidi. So those were your player of the games. 1 for Shoshoni, 2 for Thermop. I'd say that's a bit evenly balanced. I'd say about as well as you can get for 3 games. But wow, I mean, what a game. I mean, both teams put on a heck of a show, as we said, and we hope to see Shoshoni again in a couple weeks. Actually, I'll give you an exact date. We are supposed to see them in Burlington on November 17th. That is in 2 weeks. That is a couple of Fridays from now. So, or no, that is not right at all. That is actually a couple of, I could actually see that right now. Hold on. November 17th. That is 2 Mondays from now. So that'll be fun to watch. And then exactly 14 days from now, we'll be in Shoshoni when they take on Ten Sleep. So that'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully we will have some exciting basketball to call down there. We do, other than that, wish Shoshoni the best of luck on the rest of their games this season. We'll also be in Burlington on Saturday, 10 a.m. sharp, as the Meeteetse Longhorns take on the Burlington Huskies. With that being said, we're going to sign us off here from Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium on the campus of Thermopolis Middle School. Thermopolis Bobcats win the C game 25-14. And as always, we wish the Shoshoni fans a safe drive home. For the rest of you, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Hot Springs County School District number 1 for allowing us to be up here. And, of course, thank you to our sponsors, Kirby Consulting and Hot Springs Pharmacy, for allowing us to be, to allow us to bring this to you here for free here on YouTube. Without their support, this would be a lot more difficult. With that being said, we're going to sign us off here from Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium. As always, please drive home safe and do not pet the buffalo. Thermopolis wins 2 of the 3 here at DTS, and they win the C game 25-14 over the Shoshoni Wranglers.